following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man in a thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't trust me, big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy, big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars. He'll dress.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We're going to have a fun show for you guys today. Before we get started, let's say hi to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey, look, I'm holding up Hollywood.
Yeah.
Good day, everybody. Good day, as they say in Scotland. Good day.
Hey, you guys, I hope you like our new sign. Ron had that made for the show, the Hollywood Movie Theater with the Jimmy Star Show and with Ron Russell.
Yes,
and,
so that you all know who we are. I want you to see my shirt. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see
Got to
it?
stand up. It's
Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Doo-doo. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
They
I'm
love
strong
it.
to the finish because I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Doo-doo.
They actually love it. They love the shirt. They love the background.
$10 in
Burlington.
Burlington. I use it as a sleep shirt. It's nice because it's long and it's cotton and it's soft and you can sleep in it. So I decided to wear it on the show today because my doctor yesterday said I'm as strong as any superhero. So I said to him, am I as strong as Popeye? And he said, you're absolutely as strong as Popeye. So I'm wearing a Popeye shirt. Olive, I love you, Olive. Come over here, gives me a kiss, Olive. Popeye, you're so fresh. Get off my tits. Ooh, Olive, I love you, but you don't have any tits.
That was nice.
No, olive oil doesn't.
She's
Poor
too
olive
skinny.
oil. She's just no ass and no boobs. She's like a broom.
How long is it? It goes down
it? Goes past my dick.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that? It goes past El Cracho.
So
So if you girls wear it, it'll cover the pussy and the cracola of the Sella. So you can wear it as a nightshirt, girls, and the guys can wear it as a whatever. And then you could say to his boy or girl, whoever's in bed with him, you want to see my Popeye? And then they say, let's see your Popeye. And then you just lift the shirt up a little bit and you do a Popeye dance. You get your penis to dance like Popeye. And then you sing with it as it's dancing. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm gonna grab you, baby, in the can. You know.
you can get in trouble with that one. Hang on, we have a ton of people in the chat room. Let's say hi to everybody.
Ton of people.
Hey, what's up, Goddess is in
Ton
the chat room.
In proper grammar.
Big-
People cannot be a ton.
we have a lot of people.
You have
in the-
many thousands.
Okay, let me tell you. So we've got B. Claudia. What's up, B. Claudia? Her friend Julia is here. Hey, Julia, nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us.
Julia.
Teresa Sabin is here.
Julia, you know what B said about you? She said you were a loose woman and a drunk and a tramp. I don't want to start trouble, but I wouldn't be
Don't
her
do that to
friend.
somebody who's brand new. Don't do that to somebody who's brand
Why?
new. Because you never heard our show ever.
Well,
and you're saying
now she'll call up B and say, "Why did you
no,
say
B's
those
in the chat
things?"
room too.
B. It was a joke. Tell your friend Julie it's a joke. And if Julie's going to come in our show, she better get down and dirty.
She
Because
says
that's...
thank you for saying hi to her. Hey, JB. That's
Hi,
Julia.
Julie.
So we have Goddess in the chat. Hold on. Eileen Shapiro is in the chat room.
Eileen, I knew she was in the showroom because somehow breasts were coming through my TV screen.
Cindy Lady Lake is in the chat room.
Cindy Lady Lake, hello. How's your
Dawn
leg?
Hinton is in the chat room.
Dawn Hinton, how's Lady Lake?
Show your watch.
Oh, my watch? Oh, listen. I should have armed guards here. I took it out of the vault. We have a vault in our house, a safe. I took it out of my safe for you. This is my howdy doody. original,
You got to show you.
worth
You can see that
more,
nobody can
worth
see it.
more than a diamond Rolex. I mean, this watch is the original. Wind up, howdy doody. I wore it because I'm in a Popeye T-shirt, and this is a beautiful. I shouldn't show it close because people will. No, I
Covet
don't
it.
want to flaunt it, but
Angela Joseph
it's
is
an original howdy from way back when I was a little boy.
Nick Lyon is in the chat room.
Nick Lyon. Oh,
Angela Joseph is in the chat room.
Angie Baby.
Boomer Mays. I don't know if I said Boomer Mays.
Boomer, how's
Jimmy is in the chat room. Jimmy's Universe is in the chat room.
Hey, Jimmy
They all
Universe.
said you sound better this week too.
I feel great. How's your universe, Jimmy Universe? And Boomer, how's your booms? Are they booming?
There you go. I don't know. I
And
know there's
Nick
more.
Lyon. You know, I wrote about Nick Lyon. His real
It
name
was
is
just birthday. When
his
is his
real.
birthday? the other
I
day?
already wished him a happy birthday. I mean, how many times? I mean, Nick Lyon's real name is Niccolo Leone, and he's wanted by the FBI. So he changed his name to Nick Lyon, and he's hanging out with all those fags. He hangs out with Tim Moss and Wendy Stewart, pretending that he's a big gay guy. This way, the cops won't know where he is. Right, Nick? Mm.
He's in the chat room. I don't know. I know there's more people, but there's nothing. It's going by so fast. I can't actually see who's there, so I don't know who's there.
Yeah,
but
Wendy's in today, so we're going to have a lot of fun with her.
absolutely. You
That
guys,
she has the gall and the nerve and the colossal gall to say that I talk more than she does. That's bullshit.
So Wendy Stewart Kaplan is coming on today. You guys, we love her to death. She's fabulous.
And she talks more than I do. Trust me, you'll see
and
when
they
we do
both
the
talk
interview.
a lot. And then we have the fabulous.
Well, Jews do that. Jews never shut up, and Italians never shut up. So, being a Jewish Italian, how could I ever shut up? It's not possible.
And Julia says she needs one more whiskey right now.
Julie, baby, listen, go down to
Julia.
Julia, go down to the local pub, get a nice, that gorgeous brown beer that I love, the Bach. You know what is it called? Begins with an F. S. Stout.
She's not in Germany, I don't think, though. I
Where-
don't know.
where
Julia,
is
where
she?
are you? Tell us where you are, Julia. Because we don't know. Eileen says you guys are equal in talking.
What did she say?
You guys are equal in talking. And
Stuart and I. Listen, Eileen, just because you're flat chested, don't get evil with me. God made you flat chested. Too bad, live with it. Now, Julie, go down to go down to the tavern.
they
get
want to
it-
know what you're doing with your hair today.
My hair is I'm wearing my pajamas, so I might let my hair be bed.
It looks kind of like Andy Warhol.
Well, no, I like I like to change looks, and then when I'm crazy, I want to look crazy. And since I wore my Popeye shirt, and later I'm going to show Eileen my Popeye shirt.
Eileen says, "Love you, Ron."
No, really, Eileen, you haven't seen my Popeye,
And Goddess says
Shirt.
she'll have a martini.
right, Eileen? You haven't seen my Popeye shirt in quite a while.
They love your hair today.
I do too. It's fun. It's fun. Hey, listen. You know, Mamie Van Doren, I know for 100 years. The last time I saw Mamie Van Doren was 12 years ago, and it was here in Palm Springs at a movie theater where her movie was premiering, an old film of hers. And we were bored with the movie, so Mamie and I went out and we sat in the hallway on the steps for like an hour, and we just had the most intimate talking. And she had on a skirt so short, and the steps kept pulling the shirt up and up till almost her box was showing. And I looked and I said, Mamie, you have the most incredible legs in the world. She was like 100 then. Now she's 90. Then she was like 100. I said, Mamie, your legs, no varicose veins, no fatty cells, nothing. And that's when she turned around and she said, you should see my tits. And I said, well, I'd love to. But she never whipped them out in the hall. But she's bigger than Eileen. Oh, yeah, she's got Eileen beat by a mile. Anyway, Mamie is 90, and I'm in, correspondence with her, and I'm trying to get her to come on the show. I don't know that Mamie at 90 knows how to do it, but she can get one of her gay friends to get her on the show. She needs lighting. People, when they're beautiful, like she looks gorgeous. For 90, she looks 40. I mean, she makes Mae West look like shit, and Mae West looked pretty good for her 100 years of living. Anyway, we're going to all encourage Mamie to come on the show because Mamie Van Doren has banged everybody in Hollywood that was worth banging, every gorgeous movie star, everybody. I have a wonderful Mr. Blackwell story where Mr. Blackwell lived in the bottom of Coldwater Canyon, and Mamie was making love with a famous actor up in the jacuzzi, and Blackwell said that she kept him awake because she was screaming and her voice was echoing down the canyon. So we have a lot of good, sexy Mamie Van Doren, eat them up alive stories. She was always probably one of the most sexiest 1950s movie actresses. I mean, she wore those bras that were like scones, where the tits look like points. I mean, she'd stab somebody to death if she turned quickly. Anyway, Mamie, we love you. I love you, Mamie.
So Julia,
Wait. Mamie lives in Long Beach. She has a beauty parlor that she owns and runs in Long Beach on the ocean.
So Julia is from Russia, and she met B at a Queen concert. So Julia, welcome from Russia.
Oh,
we have actually
Julia, welcome to the free state of Germany. Living in Russia is no joke.
She lives in Russia now.
Oh, you live in Russia
she
now?
met her in Germany when she was on vacation.
Why are you still in Russia? I mean, we have so many Russian friends here that wouldn't go back if you gave them $1 million. They said living under communism is horrible. Well, we're
happy that you're there.
Yeah,
So
I hope you
so
stay
much.
safe and they don't, do anything bad to you.
Thank you so much, Julia.
Yeah.
We're loving that you're like tuning in for us. And I forgot to say hi to Artist Miss Kim, one of my favorite people on the planet. So Artist Miss Kim, when I was doing my shout outs, I don't think I mentioned you, and love you to death. You're fabulous.
She's okay. I wouldn't go that far.
And
she's okay.
Julia
She's
wrote
nice.
something in Russia, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Well, we have to get our good friend, the magnificently beautiful Eugenia Kuzmina, to translate it for us.
She's Russian. So anyway, you guys, real quick before we bring on our first guest, you can listen to the Jimmy Star Show every week. We're on from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time. What do
you mean the Jimmy Star Show? When
with
did
Ron
I
Russell.
when did I die?
Tell
me when I died.
With the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
Egotistical son
every
of a
Wednesday
bitch.
from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. You can hear us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, and SoundCloud. We're on a bunch of other ones, but that's the best one.
Chat room, please write. If it wasn't for Ron Russell, there would be no Jimmy Star Show. Jimmy would be selling shoes in the mall somewhere.
No, not at all. Oh, they're laughing. Jimmy's in trouble. Thank you, Teresa.
Well, how would you like it if for 10 years you worked for free, not a nickel? I don't get a dime. I don't get a penny. Nothing. I don't even get a sandwich. And for my birthday,
You don't get a what?
A sandwich.
Sandwich.
And for my birthday, he took me to Denny's because
it's free.
Because it was free. I got my meal free because it was my birthday. About.
Oh, they said she wrote hello in Russian. Thank you, Julia.
Oh, hello, Julia.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna bring on our first guest. She's getting ready to come on. Hello. Let's make sure we can hear you.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh my God, we can hear you. Such a loud broad. Oh my God.
Ron, I'm so excited to be on the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
Oh my God, she's so loud. Those fucking Jews in New York, they're so loud.
Oh, look at those boobs too. She's
got her
them
tits
already.
hanging out. She's trying to outdo Eileen. Never
No,
happened.
I can never outdo Eileen. But Ron, I know how you are with tits, so it's like
I
they're
know.
here for you.
Do you know something? I've grown to love you.
Mwah.
No, seriously, I've only known you a short time, and I've
I
really
know.
grown to love you.
Aw.
And I cannot wait to go to this Soho Johnny thing September 14th, and you're going to be there, and we're all staying at the same hotel. Are you staying at the hotel
Well,
with
she
us?
lives there, so she.
I
Yeah, but
live
she's-
here, Ron.
Yeah, I know, but you could stay at the hotel with us because
No, I don't need to say I live here, but I'm gonna be there the whole time. I can't wait to see you in person. I've only ever seen you in person once in my entire life.
when I was recovering from heart surgery.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
So-
seem totally recovered now, Ron. And what's going on with your hair today?
Well,
He's like Andy Warhol.
I was fixing an electric plug and I got a shock.
Hang on, we have to do a formal
No,
introduction.
Oh, yeah, I need my formal introduction. Okay, go for it, boys.
All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, one of the most talented women I've ever met, the fabulously wonderful Wendy Stewart. Hello and welcome to the show.
And her husband said she goes like a bunny.
God.
So you guys, so you
never
already know
care.
Ron. You already know Ron, but we have a
Yes.
chat room literally full of rooms. So we need to say hi to everybody in the
Well, I
chat room.
want to say hi to everyone who I know in the chat room, which is first I'm going to start off with Nick Lyon. Look, I have your sunglasses here.
Don't,
today.
don't. The cops are looking for him. Don't
B,
mention his
right, the
name.
cops are looking for him. B, Claudia, Angela, Joseph, Teresa. I know there's other people in there too.
Dawn, because Dawn thinks
Dawn,
you wore,
oh my
you wore
God.
the,
How could I
she
have
thinks
forgotten
you wore
Dawn?
the tie-dye for her.
we were texting actually beforehand. Dawn, and Dawn is such an amazing person. Thank you for all the support you've given me and for being here today. I always love texting with you. Is there anybody I missed in the chat room because I can't see who's there?
Goddess, but I don't think you know Goddess.
No.
I don't know, but it's like we always want to make new friends.
And Nick says,
and if
Nick
you-
says, "I love you, Wendy."
Mwah. We
Nick-
just
How wonderful.
celebrated Nick's birthday. We had a blast. What a blowout
know that.
blast.
When I first met Nick many years ago, somebody said to me, he's a photo bomber. You know, that's how I always remembered Nick as a photo
He does
bomber.
have his picture taken, but don't we
But
all?
wait
Come
a
on,
minute.
Ron.
But
Ron,
wait-
you like
No,
having-
I have my pictures taken by force. No, I don't like picture taking. You don't know that about me. You
I
think
don't know that about you because any event you go to, I see your mug all over the place.
It's called
a little shadow.
It's called publicity. If I were not in show business, you would never see a picture of me on Facebook or anywhere ever. I'm
But of
serious.
course You
I
are
really
in
mean
show
that.
business. So there you go.
No, well, that's the only reason why I'm in pictures all the time because I promote what we do
But
and
everybody's
the
talking-
fans and the shows and the red carpets. But I don't like me in photographs. You know, I'm 81 fucking years old. When you're 81, let's talk how you're gonna like seeing your mug.
Honestly,
in
if I look as
photographs.
good as you do, and this is not for
No,
nothing, you
it's
guys have
bullshit.
put pictures up. Ron, you know what? Look at you. You got a full head of hair. Today you look like a Wishnick doll, okay? But
Yeah,
you
but
still got
What's a
full
Wishnick
head.
doll? Wait, what's a
The,
Wishnick
the
doll?
dolls you
A
put in
troll
your car.
doll.
Oh, a troll doll. I
No.
used to love those.
I
Oh my
know.
God, I love those. I had one
But-
that had hair like Ron's.
You know what? You can look decent at 81, and people say,
You look
"Oh, you
amazing.
wait." Kay Ballard told me this, and
Love
she said
her.
to me, "Yeah, I loved Kay. She was a good friend. Made the best lasagna in Palm Springs." Kay Ballard said to me, I forgot the joke, but it's on my interview if you watch it with her. She said, "Don't you love it when people say you look good for your age?" And then the joke comes after that. You know, I don't look like I looked when I was 20. So I don't really like me photographed because when I was 20, I used to say to myself, you look ugly. Now I look back and I was gorgeous. You know, it's funny how we all look at our young pictures. When we're young, we think we're homely. And when we get old, we think we're gorgeous. But no, I don't enjoy looking at my photographs. Not at all. I swear
I'll
to
have to
God on it.
remember that then the next time the camera's coming your way and we'll knock you the heck out, Ron.
No. I will always be on camera as long as I'm in show business. Don't forget, I have movies that I make. I have to promote movies I'm
You
in.
do.
You know, I'm a PR. I'm not a PR person. Jimmy is. But I listen, Wendy. You know, you have to push your box to get ahead. Come on.
I
mean,
haven't pushed a box ever. So there
Well,
you
you
go.
look gorgeous today.
Okay.
I like that
Ron,
hairdo.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
No,
Oh,
I
it's
don't.
all-
I don't. Listen. I don't flatter anybody. If you were an ugly mutt, I couldn't say you look beautiful today. So you know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
what do we really like? If Barbara Streisand came on my show, what am I going to say? You're gorgeous. I mean, people say she's full of shit. So you know, because she's a mutt. But you look.
You know what they
beautiful.
say, Ron? Beauty is only skin deep. It's what's inside that counts.
No, beauty is only as deep as the needle goes with the Botox and the rest of it.
I set that one up for you, love. You did not disappoint. You never disappoint me. You touch it, you go with
I
it.
really can't wait to see you. I swear, my
Same.
kids. I think we're going to have such a good time.
A blast.
You and I together. Well, you know, with Crazy Eileen, and then my Billy Hess, who I'm mad about.
Love
Billy, Eileen, and I are the filthiest human
Mike Avelli's
beings.
gonna be there.
Well,
Yeah,
I,
and you get
no,
no approval.
I turned into an old maid virgin.
Oh,
I-
stop.
Oh yeah, Ike is no longer my favorite person because now he's like a judgmental old Italian woman from Italy
Stop.
that has warts on her nose and can't find a man. No, Ike is no longer the outrageously wild gay guy he was. He got very conservative.
That's just because he's been stuck in the house with COVID.
Yeah,
Well-
it's just been the pandemic. You should have seen his show. It was amazing. He was out of control and
Well,
funny as
I'm not
anything.
in New York. If I were in New York, I certainly
It
would
was
see it.
50 Shades
Well,
of Grey.
I was worried that Ike being locked up couldn't have sex with anybody. He would go blind, but he didn't.
I
Oh
love
my
Ike.
God.
Ike. If Ike doesn't come,
Love
nobody comes.
There you go.
And then Tim Moss, who I love and adore, I wrote on my Facebook.
Love and adore.
Oh, that headshot of me that Getty did. Tim wrote, hot, hot, hot. So I answered back, put on a push-up bra, you got a date. I love Tim Moss.
I do
He's
too. We
another
just
one.
used the show together. I love Tim Moss. Amazing talent. I mean, these guys are all so incredibly talented. And to think they didn't get to do their thing like they wanted to during the pandemic. And look what they're doing now, is about getting out there, with your brand and rocking it. And that's what
Well,
I'm doing.
Let me say something about your show.
Oh,
You and Tim have great chemistry.
thank
It's
you.
like the fabulous rich Jewish woman with her gay friend that she goes shopping with, that picks out her clothes and tells her how to look, makeup, and hair. It's that kind of relationship
I
that's
love it.
wonderful. And it works. It works. I felt when I came on your show, I felt very warm, very wanted. And I loved every, I mean, of course, I was impersonating Eileen Shapiro, and it was a little difficult to be normal and sensible.
That was
impersonating
actually
Eileen.
just very hilarious. So, as far as the sight gag, Ron, that was very funny. And you knew that was going to be funny.
Do you know how many hits we got on that show?
I know you did.
I think 22,000 or some shit like that.
You say Jimmy does the PR, but it's really you.
No, well, you know what? I was my own product for 64 years. So I had to, in my day, we PR'd ourselves. We were allowed. You could talk about yourself. You could talk about
Yeah.
the movie you're in, the TV show you're in, the storyline. Today, you sign contracts or you're not allowed to do shit. You
Right.
can't talk, say, or whatever. So you hire a PR person because they're allowed to do it. I know Jimmy. Now, I'm not saying this because Jimmy blows me. I mean, oops, did I say that?
You
No.
did.
I'm not
Okay,
going
we'll
to say.
just gloss right over it and pretend it wasn't said, or maybe
Well-
we'll go over it again.
I don't know. I don't know. Such dirty talk doesn't ever come out of my mouth. That must
Oh,
have been.
come on,
some
it's
kind-
always dirty, Ron.
No,
You
that
love
was
talking dirty.
the gardener outside. He said it. But anyway, Jimmy Star and Eileen. I got to tell you, when they first started off, I thought, oh well, I don't know. I said to Jimmy, I don't know. You as a PR and Eileen is a PR. I really don't know because I've met a lot of PR people in my life. Well, let me tell you something, and I'm not saying this because I love Eileen's breasts or because I love my husband.
They're terrific together.
They are incredible
Yeah.
because no, I swear on my children, I have never seen anyone work the hours that these two work. Saturday, Sunday, 3:00 in the morning.
Eileen
11,
is like in that car and she'll talk to any of her people.
everybody. And
day and
Jimmy,
night.
Jimmy, the same thing.
Jimmy
Guys,
is exactly the same way until you said he couldn't talk to people like me on the weekend. Do you remember saying that, Ron?
oh, he's not allowed to talk to you because you're my friend. I don't share my friends with him.
You're not allowed to talk to me on the weekend. I'm like, oh my God, it's Saturday. I need to ask him something.
Not
But no,
allowed.
I can't because Ron said I could.
Oh, Wendy,
You can
well,
text.
Wendy,
You can text.
Wendy, you could call us anytime. You're a friend.
And I will.
You're a friend. You're not
Thank
even
you.
his client.
All you need
But
is
I'm
second and third
serious.
Wednesday.
I'm serious. So many people, when I go out to events, say to me, Jimmy is amazing. I'm with him.
Yeah.
He's my PR man. I've never had such coverage as when Eileen and Jimmy go to work.
They're great.
And,
They're-
and they really are great. So that's the commercial for them. And it's true. I don't blow smoke up anybody's asses. If they stunk and they were crappy, I would just never mention them again.
Right.
I'd say, yeah, Eileen's good for a bra commercial. Jimmy's good for maybe a mentally ill commercial. Like, he's schizophrenic. Take a drug. You could be better. Look at Jimmy Star, how better he is from a schizophrenia drug. I would do that.
So hold on, real quick.
I want to hear
So we have
Wendy
a
talk.
new one. We have a new person in the chat room, and it's a friend. Her name is Julia. She's from Russia. She's a friend of B. Claudia, and we want to make her feel real welcome. So say hi to Julia.
Hey, Julia, welcome here from Russia. Ask her where in Russia she is.
I don't know. She's drinking Irish whiskey, so she probably doesn't know.
I love it. When in
So-
Russia, drink Irish whiskey. That's what I always say.
So you guys, Wendy just got done with her show that she hosts with Tim Moss. It's every Wednesday at 2 p.m.
And it's a good show. Tune in.
2
Thank
p.m. Eastern time. It's called If These Walls Could Talk. Ron and I were a guest a few weeks ago. It's a fun show. We
I had
love
a
it
ball.
that
I had
so many
such a
people
ball.
go from your show to our show. We think it's
Yep.
terrific. So let's promote that a little bit. Tell us.
Thank you
Jimmy,
so much.
how many hits did we really get?
I don't know. I don't
was
have her
over-
show. It's not her.
No, when we were on, we got 22,000 hits.
I don't know how many hits we got. How would I know?
Yeah, I saw it somewhere. 22,000 hits.
Ooh.
Yeah, I read it somewhere of
So,
your show.
It must have been all the talking that Jimmy did that day.
Well, he never shuts up. You know, I put earplugs in at night when I watch television because he doesn't stop talking while the TV is.
He's one
going.
of those people. I bet he talks during movies too, right?
I have to because I have to
He
explain things to
he
him.
talks all the-
Ding, 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 ding. Jimmy, you are racking up
I
points
got one
today.
back.
Well,
Oh,
you know why he explains things to me because they write such shitty scripts
Wow, love
that
it.
I don't know where the fuck they're going with the
Right,
movie.
where are they going?
And
with
guess what? I'm in the movie, and I still don't know what it's about.
That is actually funny. So hold
It's
on.
true.
I want to go
Wait,
back
it's
though.
true. Wait, I gotta say,
Yes.
I'm in Clown Motel. I play General Milan. I head up the army to kill the clowns, and I still don't know the plot.
But it
Really?
doesn't matter. You just need to know your part in it.
No, but that's why these movies don't look good because nobody's in unison. Everybody's doing their line reading, and it's chunky. You know, I years ago we had a beginning, a middle, and an end to a film.
Storytelling, Ron. That's
There is
storytelling.
none today. Now I'm coming up in a new movie which I want to push big time. Ming is doing it, and I love her to pieces. She wrote it, and it's called The Red River. And the script is really, for once in my lifetime, a good
You're
script.
excited about it. Does it take place Red River? Which does it take
I'm
place?
not going to say a word about it
You're
because
not allowed to say anything.
not allowed, except that I play a doctor.
As soon as I get the funding and it's cast, then we're not gonna wait to do publicity like everybody else. We're gonna be doing
We're gonna push
publicity.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
But we have to wait
it's
till we
really
get everything going.
It's really a thriller. That
I
is
love that.
No, it's really a quality thriller, and Ming was kind because I said to Ming, don't put me in your movie with a 2-line. I'm not a 2-line cameo actor.
No,
Either I
no,
have
you can never get it out, Ron, in 2 lines.
no,
ever.
either I have a part or I'm not in it.
Right.
So she said, Ron, write what you want. And you can't.
You
So
wrote
now I wrote about 37 pages of my speech.
I know.
The movie is
And
no
you
longer
wouldn't let them cut any of it.
no. The movie is no longer called The Red River. It's called The Red-Headed Ron Russell.
God,
So hang on, you guys. I want
How's
to.
your husband?
he's here. He put
Hey,
just on the
Alan.
lighting for my show. Alan's waving to you.
We love
Hi,
Alan.
Alan. Now listen
Yeah,
to me.
because
Do
he
you,
wait,
just
wait,
used
wait.
my
wait,
show.
do you
Yes.
ever put on like the perla panties and a little lace bra and dance in front of him?
No, that
Why?
would be something you might do. I would never do that.
Well, that's how you keep a husband.
I didn't
Actually-
know if this Jimmy. Is that how you keep a husband?
No,
Jimmy puts on pink panties, a pink
I like.
push-up
Yeah, I
bra,
like pink.
and I throw a blonde wig on him, and I think he's Marilyn Monroe.
God, was that
Oh
the
my
same blonde
God.
wig you had on that day when you came on my show?
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of wigs.
I figured.
No, hang on. First of all, we'll talk about Alan in a minute. So
Yes.
first of all, I want to brag a little bit for Wendy because
Brag about Wendy. She's a
Yes,
piece of
let's
ass.
do some PR, Jimmy.
So first of all, you guys, Wendy does so much more than anybody even knows because she hardly ever talks about all the things that she does. So you guys, first of all, Wendy is a fit model. She's been a fit model for a very long time,
And if you can't
and
fit
she
in
never
her-
looks at age.
And if you don't fit in her, you're too big.
If you, that's right. If you and she's fabulous. So she's a fit model, you guys. If you tell everybody what that is actually.
Thank you,
like-
Jimmy. So fit model means I had a fit modeling job today. I worked with a client to make sure their clothing fits regular people. I am an American size 8. Perfect proportions for size 8. And I work with designers to make sure when their clothing is hanging on the rack and someone tries it on, it fits them. That's
so,
I
so,
love that.
so Wendy, you were
Yes.
8 before you were 9, right?
I've never been a size 9. I've always been a
No,
perfect.
that's a joke. That's
I know
Mae
it
West.
wasn't a good one. I'm not. I will
No,
not-
wait, Wendy, that's Mae West. Mae West.
I
said
know
that.
it was, but it was.
She said, Mae West said,
read
"Oh, I was 8 before I was 9."
So hang on, because we're finishing. Or we're not finished yet.
You
So
didn't
you guys,
even
okay?
start.
She's a perfect fit model, you guys. A perfect size 8. She wears like all the great clothes. It's fabulous. Did they ever let you keep any of them?
No, everybody always asks me that. No, I never get to keep them. And who wants to when you're trying this stuff on, But I love it's very creative. I get to work with major designers, and it makes me feel good when I work with a major brand. Somebody wears it, like one of the women and they say to me, God, this fits so well. That makes me feel like I did. That is just such a little schism.
No, this is all lies. Yes. I will tell you what a fit model is. They wait for you to take a fit, and then they photograph you. When you're in the middle of one of your hallucinogenic fits, they shoot you, and that's how they sell it. Like, you could be mentally ill and wear this lovely garment. Look at Wendy Stewart; she's insane, and she's wearing a beautiful gown with a built-in push-up bra with fake boobs in it.
Everything goes back to boobs. Have you noticed? We're talking about but now back to boobs. It doesn't matter if they're real or fake or Eileen's boobs or someone else's boobs.
I love
always
boobs.
go back to boobs. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
I've never seen someone so obsessed with boobs before.
Well, you know why? Let me tell you why.
Yeah, tell me why.
When I started impersonating Jane Russell back in 1960, okay?
Wow.
I had this corset design that gave me enormous fleshy boobs, which no one else had. No other impersonator had boobs. So I was always, like Jane was, famous for my cleavage and my boobs. And it was what they would advertise. Ron Russell as Jane Russell falling out of his bra and shit like that. So it became a thing with me, boobs, boobs, boobs. And I realized back in the 60s that cleavage made the world go round, but nobody had tits in those days. So now with the bags, everybody's got tits.
Yeah.
So cleavage is out there. And yes, cleavage does make the world go round. I think boobs are probably the prettiest thing on a woman. Really?
But it's so interesting to me, Ron, because you go back to like boobs. Were you breastfed as a child?
Yes, I was, and my mother said,
"For how many years?"
Well, I had teeth. I had teeth, and I had teeth.
You had a mustache and a beard.
Listen, I had teeth, and I cut my mother's nipples, and they bled, so I wasn't able to breastfeed anymore.
Oh my God!
Hang on.
So
I
started.
No more breasts for a few minutes.
I don't know, Jimmy. You live with this.
I'm used to it.
It's hard.
So no more breasts for a minute. Let me do.
Well, we could go to penises. That's another conversation.
No. I want to get because I want people to know.
I want to say something about Wendy.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, on behalf of the gay community. I thank you so much for all the work you do to make people understand, respect, and know what gay people are and who they are. You bring out all the good in the gay. And when you work your ass off at Gay Pride in places like that, my heart sings, because anybody that could care for us that much who is not gay is a sensational human being. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. No bullshit.
And I know that that's totally sincere. And I say thank you. Thank you so much.
And Eileen Shapiro also. Eileen goes to the gay prides and she lets all the gay guys feel her up. I mean, I'm so happy she does that.
So hang on. All right, let me talk.
She contributes.
My turn. Let me talk because I want to. So I was going to bring that up too, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. But okay, so you guys, besides being a fit model and besides hosting all these wonderful TV shows that everybody watches,
so here's the deal. My big thing is I'm hosting all these wonderful things, and since New York opened up, clients are hiring me to host online things for them, corporate industrials, anything that they're doing that's online. I am everybody's host, and I am putting that out there because right now I am looking for an amazing agent to represent me as a host.
I love that.
I'm out there, I'm doing all of this, I'm getting all this work. I need somebody that is as good as you and Eileen Shapiro. The way you are in PR, I'm looking for an agent to do that for me.
He needs that too.
Well, I can do that. I could be your agent. I mean, I would only agent you if you did nudes.
I knew it was going to go there.
I knew that was coming. So hold on.
I could get you a lot of porno work. Trust me, a lot of porno work.
Okay, I want to go back though because I want to have a serious.
Let's go back, love.
I want to go serious a little bit. So you guys, because she does a lot of things. She's an author. You guys, she's a documentary filmmaker. She's done 2 amazing documentaries.
I even got my book.
There we go.
Standing.
She's The Last Model Standing is her book.
Well, no, hold it up again and hold it close because you're reflecting.
There you go. She's the last model standing. Wendy Stewart Kaplan.
She's the last model standing because she's been on her back for years working.
Then So she's a documentary filmmaker. Right now she's hosting 3 weekly shows. She's got Pandemic Cooking with Wendy, If These
Which is a
Walls
fun show.
These Walls Could Talk with Tim Moss, and
Great show.
Triversity Talk with Stephen Bloomer Teague on Thursday nights, which is
I haven't seen that.
an
one yet.
LGBTQ
It's a great show too.
talk show, and it's fantastic.
I haven't.
She's
seen
an
it.
actress. She was even according to your bio on IMDb. You even hosted a QVC, and you were like,
I had done yes, I was at one time. I did QVC as well.
and you were in a Doritos Super Bowl commercial. How
I
cool
was,
is
and
that?
I've been in many other commercials. Yes, I do it all. Ron, go with it. I do it all. That's your opening line.
I'm not going to be smart ass.
Don't disappoint me. I do it all.
The Dorito commercial was good. It was you laying naked with your legs open saying, eat me. I'm a Dorito freak.
You need to drink something. Your voice is
my
going.
well, because when I talk about things
Ron,
like
your
that,
voice is changing right now while we're on here.
my
Ron's
throat-
going through puberty on this show. Oh my God, I can't take it.
We
you know
should-
what? You know why my voice does that? Because I have to be careful I don't speak like a woman. For so many years on stage, I sang and spoke as a woman.
I love that.
And my voice can very easily become a woman's voice, and I can speak like a woman in a second, and I can be very sexy, sexier than you, Wendy, because my breasts are far bigger, and all the men just love me. They want to caress me and hold me and have sex with me, and I say, no, I want to be like Wendy Stewart, a virgin, again and again and again. So you see, I can go from voice to voice, and I sing like a woman also.
Can you do that?
Sure I can.
Okay, let's go.
I'm looking for trouble, and I don't care what the people say. It doesn't matter what the people say, what the people say, what the people say. I'm going to find me a lover, one in his prime, one who could show Jane a real good time. I used to do that over and over again.
I love those lyrics, Ron.
Well, that's from the French line, and it's a song that Jane sang, and I discussed it with Jane. And I said to Jane, I love French line. And she said, oh, please, Ron, don't even bring that movie up. And I said, why? She said, Howard Hughes was impossible. I said, why? She said, he wanted me to wear a G-string bikini like the girls did in France. And in those days, that was naughty. She said, I wanted like a one-piece bathing suit to do that dance number in. So I went off to the beach. I went to Santa Monica with my kids, and I said, Howard, screw you. Until you come up with a decent costume, I'm not doing the movie. So he then gave her the bathing suit with the cutouts and the famous dance number when Jane does a striptease, which is wonderful. And I did that in my show. I duplicated everything. And it was one of the highlights of my show. My audiences were all straight. I never did gay audiences. I did all the straight supper clubs, and the straights would go crazy. And the women would get mad sometimes because the husbands got turned on.
God.
No, seriously, they really did.
I believe it.
But from this 6-foot man that became a 5'8" woman, So
how did you become 5'8"? Did you slouch?
No, all my props were super big. If it was a chair, it was an oversized chair. No, seriously, if I held a champagne glass, it was an oversized champagne glass. And when I had backup dancers, when I did the Copacabana nightclub in New York, which I was the first impersonator ever to do the Copa. I had backup boys, and they were up on platforms, and I would dance in the middle of the platform, so the boys all look way taller than I was.
Wow.
And I did the Barry Manilow. She was a star. Her name was Jane.
Her name was Lola.
We
Lola.
changed. No,
It
here's the lyric. Her name was Jane. She was a star, famous for her cross-heart bra. That was the lyric.
Actually, we should let everybody know too, though, because Wendy basically does anything and everything, and we mentioned it before. That she's a phenomenal gay activist. She's also performs at all kinds of things. She does parodies, she sings, she dances, she hosts.
I have a whole bunch of shows actually coming up. I don't know how this even happened, but yes, I do. I'm with the Imperial Court, performing with them the end of September. I write my own parodies. I lip sync. I'm doing a show with Tim Moss at XOXO September 8th.
I will never forget the first time I met Tim Moss. I was peeing in my pants. He was on a platform in red high heels.
I believe it. He's so
doing that song that I don't remember what it was, but I was screaming from him. I loved it. What he
halfway
did.
through it.
What happened halfway?
Like
through?
halfway through it, he pulled off the thing and he was like in a skirt or something. I
Right.
mean, it was hilarious.
And then heels in a skirt. I love it.
No, that's the first time I met him, and I told him, I said, I think this act is fabulous.
Actually, it's funny that we know you and all the people that you hang out with. We knew all of them, but when we lived in Pennsylvania, we never knew you.
Well, because I didn't know any of them. I didn't know you. I didn't know any of them. I gave a huge event before the pandemic. It was called the Extravaganza for my birthday, and I did it with Nick Lyon. We produced it. It was a big, big party, and we did 2 shows at that party. And that is how I ended up meeting everybody.
Oh, so you didn't know them? You didn't know them then when we lived there?
Him at his opening for his wonderful film Junk. Nick Lyon had been friends with me on Facebook and finally decided to take the leap and meet me in person and said, hey, do you want to go to this opening? It's a really great friend of mine. It's going to be a fun film. So I went with Nick. I met a bunch of people that night. I met Tim that night. And then I gave this big party, and I said to Nick, I want to do 2 shows. And he called up everybody that he knew, which are all the same people that you know, which is ironic, and the rest is history. The irony of it all is those are all the people that I performed with online during the pandemic. Ike Gavelli,
Yes.
Tim Moss, Chauncey Dandridge, who I don't think you know, who's our producer on our Wednesday show, but Evan Lawrence, one after the next. 6 degrees of separation are now 1 degree of separation.
The other thing,
Also, when you're a New Yorker, like, hey, New York is a tiny little town. People think it's so big. No, New York is very small. Very
Right.
small.
Right,
I mean,
it
when I lived there, I knew everybody. Everybody knew me.
I'm sure everybody knew you, Ron.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was on 3rd Avenue working every night. I used to go to every car and negotiate money. So they all knew me.
so wait. Another funny thing though, that we have a 6 degree of separation. Where is it that you go on the weekends a lot? I forgot the name of the town.
So I go to Milford, Pennsylvania, where you guys almost moved.
We almost bought
We
a house in
almost bought
Milford.
a house in Milford. I love Milford.
Milford is
And I have
awesome.
news for you.
Yeah.
I could still almost want to maybe buy a house in Milford
I
to get
so wish
out
you
of the
would.
debt. Well, I can't take Death Valley here.
Well,
all
where
summer.
you guys are, honestly, with climate change, is going to get worse and worse in the hot.
I know that. I
It's gonna
know
be
that.
ridiculously hot. So yeah, you should consider that. You know, I'd
No,
love.
and Milford, we have a lot of rock and roll friends up there. Famous, as you know, famous rock and roll stars live there. Big
There's
names.
a lot of
I
famous
mean,
rock and roll.
I won't give their names because I don't want people running up there to find them.
There's also a lot of movie
But these,
people, a lot of film
yeah.
people.
no, but the rock and roll guys that we know are major, incredibly famous rock group.
There's also because they have the Black Bear Film Festival or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
every October. Yeah, that I've had my films that I've made with Alan Kaplan in that festival. Been a part of that festival. I do the interviews for that festival. Again, you know, we're all coming out of this pandemic, so everything was like scaled back.
Right. Now I want to go to Milford. I would love to
You're
come in.
invited. I'm there. You can come stay with me because
Yeah,
I intend to go
no,
to
I would
Palm
love-
Springs and stay with you.
You could come and stay with us.
I'm coming with the dogs. You know, I love dogs.
No, you can't come with your dogs.
No, I'm not bringing my dog. I'm going to sleep in the bed with your dogs.
No, you're not.
Why
No,
not?
dog will kill you.
Shazam will have you for dinner.
You got that big dog. It's
Yeah.
Shazam. It's the big
Shazam,
Yeah.
and he's not friendly. He
He's
doesn't
not?
like. He does not like anyone that he doesn't know in the house. He
Wow.
will go. He will go for you. He's a very
It's
vicious.
terrible. It's terrible.
We didn't know that when we adopted him.
Well, but
He
God
was-
bless you. You did a good thing. And as long as you don't let him bite any of your
no. When we have guests, we put him in the bedroom.
Shazam.
He's never.
When Eileen stayed here, because
Yeah.
we don't really have a guest
Ask
room anyway,
Eileen,
but when
ask-
Eileen stayed here, we had to put a muzzle on him, so because we
Yeah.
couldn't keep him locked
and
up.
Eileen was terrified of him. She just.
He had a muzzle on the whole time. Wow. He didn't.
the whole time. No,
you
not the
well,
whole time.
Eileen
Just when
walked
she's
in
running
my
around.
living room with her ass and hands against the wall, her back to the wall. That's how she slid across the walls to avoid the dog. And you know what
Right,
happened?
Ron,
Well,
that's
no.
such a
What
good
happened was
rule.
Eileen didn't realize that her breasts were so big that the dog could have bit her breasts because they were right in his face, even though she was 10 feet away. You know.
No, I
Anyway.
think Milford is
You
like
didn't-
awesome. So the one
Yes.
thing,
Yes,
the
Jimmy.
one thing I didn't see. First of all, let's go back
Yeah.
to your shows real quick. Tell everybody how do they see these shows. So we
Wait,
can
I
get
wanted
people-
to ask you a question before I
Yeah.
forget. Do you know the rock group I'm talking about that lives in Milford? Because I forgot their
There's
name.
a couple of them. Did you forget the name, Ron? Is that why we're not naming them?
I swear to God, I forgot their name, and I
And
know
there's
them.
a couple of them, and you know, I don't
And
want
one of them is my favorite group, and I forgot. Jimmy, what was their name? Remember, I told you, oh, I like that group.
I don't know who.
Where are
lives in
they
Milford.
from originally?
You know who he is. The big. He has a nice wooden chalet up there.
I think you're thinking about
Milford.
No, I think you're not thinking about Milford. I think you're thinking about the other place
Milford.
in New York that we looked at to
What
buy a
place?
house.
Woodstock. It was Woodstock,
Oh,
Ron.
maybe it was
Isn't
Woodstock.
it wonderful, Ron? We can read your thoughts. We know you.
I
live-
love Woodstock, and we do know a
Yeah.
lot of musicians who live in Woodstock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lot
and
of
a lot of movie people are in Woodstock too.
Big stars.
We went to the movies. We went there and got to interview people for their festival, and they had like huge A-list. We met Stephen Lang.
I love
all
Stephen
kinds of
Lang.
the
Of course.
biggest stars ever. It was awesome.
Big
Steven-
A-list in Woodstock.
Stephen Lang, you know, when I was interviewing, I said, Stephen, it's so nice that you're so warm and loving to me. And, you know, I'm gay. You're not homophobic. I said, so let's dance. And he got up and we started slow dancing together.
Oh,
Stephen,
right. So
it's on video. You could see it in my interview with Steve Lang on YouTube. Steve is really a terrific, sensational guy. You know, his wife is a costumer, so she knows every queen in the
Yeah.
world. So that's why he's very gay, exposed to gay people.
So we just have two reasons now for you guys to come east in the summertime when it's 135 degrees out where you are.
Yes.
Well, today it's cold.
What is it? 110?
No, it's
No, I-
1.8.
One-
I'm gonna put my fur coat on and go out.
So,
So
Ron,
hang on.
Jimmy wants me to speak now and tell people where they can find.
I want everybody to know where do
Okay.
they go find your shows.
Okay, so on
On any bathroom wall,
Jesus
in the men's room or women's room of any bathroom.
every Wednesday at 2:00, I live stream with Tim Moss from Pangea, and that is on Wendy Stewart TV, along with Pandemic Cooking with Wendy, which you can catch 115 episodes. And on Thursdays, my live show is called. What is my Thursday show?
Diversity Talk.
And you're not even 81 and you're shot.
I know. Diversity Talk is on Thursdays at 7:00. But again, everything is on my fabulous YouTube channel. And
Wendy
I
Stewart
have to give
TV.
a shout out for that Wendy Stewart TV channel because the person who was responsible for it is sitting right here. That is Jimmy Starr. Thank you so much for that.
My
You
pleasure.
made
I
it
think
happen.
I love it. I love it.
And Wendy's husband, Alan, happens to be one of the best photographers
Thank you.
around.
He
And
is.
tell us who he has shot.
Oh my God. Alan, who have you shot? Who's the big rock person? Eileen loves Billy Idol, Whitney Houston. I could, just so many celebrities.
More companies like Budweiser.
Yeah, and he's worked for Budweiser, American Express, Orange Communications, Nokia. Alan does these what they call lifestyle campaigns. Like, you know what a lifestyle campaign is?
Yes.
Yeah,
Boys know
that I know.
Okay,
I
Ron,
do, but I bet our readers don't. So our listeners
right. So
don't.
wait,
you
but I
tell
want
them.
Ron to tell me if, like, we were taking shots of you, Ron. What would qualify it to be a lifestyle campaign? What would you be doing?
Me in a bubble bath with lots of suds and an erection coming through the bubbles with a flag on the end.
Right.
And then you would write and say, Ron Russell is a proud American.
There,
He's,
there you go.
he's flying his flag.
Oh, they want to see Alan. Alan, can you run over there or no?
Come on over here. So there, you see, but now you understand what lifestyle is because Ron took the time to explain that visual to you. Here
So
he
guys,
is.
this is Alan. So
Hey,
Alan, you
Alan.
guys,
Hello.
Alan hardly ever talks, you guys, and we never got to talk to him. So I really didn't know anything about him. And then for Ron's birthday, Alan came and we sat and talked for
Yes.
hours.
Alan and Wendy came all
Not-
the way out in the shitty, freezing
It
cold
was
weather,
terrible weather, and it was worth it.
rain
of
and
it.
horrible cold. And they got on the railroad, and for like 5 or 6 weeks, they
Railroad
traveled.
and an Uber. We were on the railroad. It felt like for months. Then we had an
Right.
Uber.
And
It
so
took
they
forever,
traveled.
but it
They
was worth it.
traveled. Took them 5 weeks.
So hang on, let me talk.
5 weeks to get from Manhattan.
So you
to Long
guys,
Island.
listen up. So Alan, I had several conversations where he was in the background, like he was here just a minute ago, but you never really knew anything about him. And then for Ron's birthday, he came and they were there for hours, and we talked to him. He's one of the most accomplished, non-braggadocious people you will ever meet. He doesn't toot his own horn. He took
Never.
pictures of us. He took pictures of us that made like any picture anybody has ever taken look like shit.
I have never seen
Seriously,
a picture. I
the
didn't see any pictures.
Yes,
of
you
Cookie.
did.
I did.
You saw him that night. You were like, "Oh my god, like these are so good."
Ron,
Oh,
you
well,
saw
now-
them.
now-
They were
now-
on Facebook. You liked them.
What do I know?
Your design.
Alan,
And
now-
he's done stuff
wait,
for
wait,
GQ.
Hang on, Alan. Photographing me has accomplished you. You're complete now. You absolutely photographed the most amazing man in the world, which is
I
Ron
love
Stone.
the
Ron
personality
Russell.
and I love the face.
There we go.
So listen, guys. Alan, you're going to be at the event, the Soho Johnny event.
Yes.
Good. I'll see
My
both
pleasure.
of you.
Yes. We will be there or be square.
So
So
we're going to have a lot of fun. You know, we're all staying at the same hotel, and even Sue Wong is coming in. I'm trying to
Oh
con her.
my God, how fabulous.
Well, I'm trying
I
to-
love her clothes. Gorgeous.
I'm trying to con her into staying at our hotel, but I don't think so.
All
Our hotel is only $135 a night.
Of course
such
it is. Where are you going? The Holiday Inn?
No, some sewer in Manhattan, where they put a bed in. I'm going to leave the homeless down in the subways, but that for $135, that's what you get in New York, a bed in the homeless subways. But anyway, we're all Scott. Everybody is staying at that hotel. We are going to destroy that hotel.
It's going to be amazing.
No,
We're
it's gonna
going
be
to
a
have
lot
a
of fun.
and then at night the after parties on the penthouse rooftop.
Eileen's in there saying it's a super nice hotel. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
That's
tell
The voice of reason.
listen,
Girl
Eileen.
is the voice of
Wait,
reason.
wait,
It's
wait,
not
wait,
$135 a
wait,
night. dude. I don't know where you
Eileen. No
got that.
offense, Eileen, but write your own fucking material. I'll write mine. No, somebody said it.
She says it's $200 a night with the group discount.
Oh, somebody said it was $135 for a room.
Either way, it's going to be a blast. Who
It's
cares
going to be
about
great.
the
I'm
hotel?
really looking forward to it. All of it. Really.
I bring my own sheets and my own pillow, which I do. I really do.
They want to know if Alan's ever photographed anybody in the horror world, because like a lot of our people. like
Oh,
horror
right.
movies.
Like Angela's into the. By the way, Angela, being that you're too, I love the horror world. I am a big. I love ghost stories. I love horror films. All of that is right up my alley. Have
Wait, do you have a horror film that you like? Like, tell
Yeah,
us.
my favorite one of the scariest. There's two. There's The Last House on the Left. I know
Great
Anthony
movie.
will know that one. Do you remember that?
Yeah, great movie.
Horror classic. And then the one with Nicole Kidman where they were all in that mansion.
Yes, yes. The
What was
haunted-
it called? Not the undead. What was it called? It was
Young
very
Holy or
scary.
something.
What was
something-
it?
I don't.
Something like that. That was a good one. So you never liked any of my movies that I'm in, or the horror movies I'm in?
I didn't
So
even
many.
know you made horror films. So you told me you were in this clown film.
I have 3 films out right now. Where have you been? And I'm shooting. And I have,
Well,
and
you know, Ron, if I don't get invited to the premiere and the red carpet, then it just goes whoop right
well,
past.
they're all in California. The red carpets.
Everybody in the chat room is talking about how Alan looks at you with like so much like love, and they think it's
Aw.
beautiful.
Well,
That's
of
so
course.
cute.
You know, he wants.
Hang on, let him talk. You can't hear him talk because you're talking.
Don't direct me, motherfucker. Don't direct me.
Oh my God, Popeye is out of control today.
I'm Popeye the
I
Sailor
knew it when he
Man.
came in with that Popeye shirt on. I knew we were done for. There he goes.
There we go. Now everybody actually
Wow.
saw it. You
I
gotta,
like that
love it.
Popeye shirt, Ron. I like sleeping in graphic T-shirts like that.
You go to what is it called? Burlington, $9.98, $10.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
No, and I sleep in it. That's why
Yeah,
my
I
hair's
sleep in
like
shirts
this.
like that. They're fun.
And they cover everything, so you can walk around naked, just peekaboo a little bit of pube show, and it's sexy.
You feel sexy
So
in
what,
it.
what about movies though? Like you've done you do everything, but like what about movies? Would you want to go into some movies too? I mean, if you're in commercials, it's just like acting.
Jimmy, obviously you're representing me. You never read my resume or anything.
I
I've done
don't see
tons
any
of
movies. Oh, I didn't see them. They're not on your IMDb. You
They're
need to
all
get,
on my website, and there's a ton of them.
we need to like add that to your IMDb.
You
then.
absolutely do. I got my start with Trauma Productions.
Oh, Lloyd Kaufman. He's been on our show.
Yeah, Lloyd Calvin is the best. I got my start in Trauma Productions, and I ended up that film they did, Waitress.
Yep.
I did the press tour for them. They billed me as the star of the movie. And I'm like, Lloyd, I'm not the star. He said, don't worry. We're going to open up the film, but we'll have you out of town 2 days before it opens. So nobody would be able to know that. And I remember it was like a mall junket tour. Going from mall to mall, and I had my 8x10s, and little kids would sign up, like little teenagers. and I'd be writing, "Dear Susie, good luck to you. Love, Wendy." I felt like such an impersonator. It was terrible. He had me billed as the star of the movie, but I had a
Well,
part.
you are a star, so he was
I am
right.
a star, but it's kind of like you, Ron. You know, we have a part in something, but we weren't the lead, right? I always felt to promote a film, it should be the lead. But you know what? I'm good at promotion. You guys know that. I can promote anything.
Yeah, no, I promote everything I'm in because I
Thanks.
know how hard they work
They
get
do.
to get the funding and to get the production going.
you
It's
guys
not
know
an
that
easy
firsthand.
job.
So,
And-
Ron, you and Jimmy are going to put me in your film then, right? Now that you know that I perform in film?
Well, actually, if if we shoot in Atlanta, you have to be in Atlanta. We have to
Oh,
hire
God.
only people in Atlanta so we get the discount.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
The $1 million feedback. Because
It's called local hires, and I can arrange to do that. I can local hire anywhere when I do
then
film.
I can, because I need a mouthy Jew broad who doesn't shut up, that comes in and bets on a horse. Do you think
There
you know
you
anybody
go.
like that? You think you know
Oh my
anybody
God,
like that?
it's Secretariat. I know he's going to win.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
That was my
Yeah,
audition.
I love it. I love it. I love it. No,
Seal-
so funny, too, 'cause
no,
Lloyd-
seriously, because it is about Lainey Kazan plays a Jewish bookie, and I'm her husband in the mafia. And we go out to get rid of all the Nazis. This takes place in 1943. It's a wonderful film.
Love
And
it.
it makes us Jews feel good because
Right.
it's a feel good Jew movie.
And Lainey Kazan is amazing.
Well, Lainey becomes a superhero in this film. And the reason I wrote it that way is because I used all of our relatives, all our Jewish terms. You're going to love everything in it. It's so like going back to Brooklyn, 1943, when everybody was a Hamish.
it's a Hamish film. I knew-
Hamish. It's a Hamish film. Oh, by the way, folks out there, Hamish in Yiddish means a family. So, warm.
They say Alan's smile is adorable.
So it's a good, it's a good, it's a good wait.
He's gonna have
Wait. I have to
Don't
promo
eat
this.
the best, go.
Let me promo this point because it's a serious point. My father, who was Jewish, always felt that the Jews did not fight hard enough in Germany to stop Hitler from doing what he was doing. And my father was frustrated with that. And even in the United States, President Roosevelt didn't want the Jews here, so he wouldn't let them in from being executed in Europe. And the Jews in America were not gathering together. It was almost as though the Jewish people were ashamed or hiding. So I remembered this and I said, I'm going to write a character who's a hero. And I made Lainey Kazan, this Jewish woman who's a bookie, become one of the greatest heroes of the Second World War. And I love the movie. Lainey said it's adorable. Everybody that's read it fell in love, especially if you're a Jew, you're going to love it. Or an Italian, because it makes the mafia
well,
nice.
they're Hamish too. So
They're
Huh?
fam-
No, it's a wonderful movie. Not
This is
because I
great.
wrote it, because I wrote it with my heart. And I wrote it with passion, and I wrote it with the understanding of what Jewish people went through during the Second World War, the horror, the fear, the worry of European relatives. It was a dreadful time. I was there, I was alive when the Second World War was.
you
And
remember.
I remember we didn't have food. Airplanes would come overhead, and my mother would say, "Don't worry, they're ours." It was a dreadful time
Wow.
to be in the United States, anywhere in the world, with that fucking maniac Hitler.
Yep, absolutely.
Anyway,
Well,
it's a
I'm glad
good
you're
film.
doing
It's a
this
good
film.
film. I can't wait to shoot it.
Cool.
It's a great. It's going to do a lot for us Jews. It really will.
It's a good story.
Great
It-
story. It's a
you
great
know why?
story.
Because it's something that, as I said, I wrote with my father's heart, because my father was sad all his life about that.
Because of this, right?
Because of the not fighting, because my father, the Nazis came to Genoa, where the biggest Jewish population in Italy is in Genoa, not Venice, it's Genoa, where the banking system and the stock market started. Of course, Jews did that.
Yeah, right.
Anything with money, they blame the Jews on, so why not? We did the stock market and the banking system. But the Nazis came to my grandmother's house to get my uncles, to recruit them as to being Nazis. So my grandmother ran up to the country house. They dug an enormous hole, and they threw my uncles in the hole and covered it, so the Nazis couldn't find them. Could you
That's-
imagine living like that? What kind
That
of a
is
world?
an incredible story.
But
Incredible.
it's true. So now we have to make sure that the communists don't take
Okay.
over the United States. We don't want to live under a world like that.
Wow.
So hold on, I want to go back to
Yeah.
Wendy then.
The
Yes,
voice
back
of
to
reason is
funny.
back.
Back
No,
to
not
funny.
the funny. I know, because we have a ton of directors and actors and producers who like
Yeah.
listen to the show, watch the show, and everything.
But wait a minute,
And-
seriously, Wendy, I do have a part for you.
So look at Wendy, though, you guys. Everybody
Thank
look at her. She's got a great personality. She's got a great spunk. She's beautiful.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
gorgeous. I'm sure we can make her homely if you need someone to be homely. But if you need a MILF, you've got it too.
No,
And,
she's got to look 1943.
And
the
no, she'll be
makeup
able
and
to.
the hair will
No, I'm
be
not
up.
talking about for your film. I'm talking about in general. If anybody's looking to cast
You're,
somebody,
you're my producer
Thank
and
you,
my
Jimmy.
I know, but I'm trying to get her in other films. You already gave her a role in yours. We need
I
to
know
find her
that,
other
but
ones.
you're my producer and PR man. You're supposed to promote my fucking film.
I'm not
Oh,
here.
yeah,
We're doing that.
too.
Yes.
Ron, this
We're
is
with
my
you, Ron.
Ron. This is my moment to shine.
No, your moment to shine is always, because you always will shine. You will never have a dim light ever.
Thank you, Ron.
So you guys, she's super fat. Everybody in the chat room like loves you anyway.
Anyway, you're gonna be on for a
Thank
while.
you.
We're
Yeah,
not, we're
thank
not, we're not going off.
No, we have another client. We have another guest coming on in a few minutes.
Well, she'll wait.
It's he. So anyway, you guys. So you guys, Wendy. First of all, she needs help on her social media following. You guys, it's a little weak. So it'd be great if you guys could follow her on Twitter. Her Twitter is Last Model Standing, but it's not standing spelt out. So it's Last Model STANDG, because they only let you have 14 characters. Her
Instagram.
her Instagram is Model with the Mission with
No,
a
it's
mission.
not. That's not my Instagram.
Oh,
Jesus
who's-
Christ, you're supposed to be my PR person.
Fire the son of a bitch.
What's your
Fire him.
Instagram?
I have close to 5,000 followers on that. That's why I want people to follow that one. That's called She's the Last Model Standing.
She's the last model standing because she made her money laying on her back.
Okay.
That's the title. The
That's
full
my
title.
that's my Instagram. I never use the Model with a Mission one, Jimmy. It's
I'm gonna unfollow that one.
you've been promoting the wrong one.
That's good to know.
No wonder we have to beg for followers. Oh my God.
I really didn't know that. Okay, all right.
How humiliating, how embarrassing. How wonderful.
Career's ruined.
How wonderful. See, even
Guys, so it's-
egomaniac Jimmy
she's the
Star
mas-
makes a mistake.
She's the last model standing, you guys. That's the one you need to be following
On
and-
Instagram.
on Instagram, yes, you guys, and she does. She has a good following, and she posts a
Oh,
lot
wait
of
a
fun
second.
stuff.
El Cheapo, Wendy El Cheapo. Where's my signed copy?
What?
She's the last
What?
model
My
signing?
book?
No, your box. Of course, your book.
I didn't give you a signed copy of it yet. I was supposed to send.
No, yes, and I could have held it up and showed it.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's kill two birds with one stone. You're going to be here September 14th. Not
You'll give
only
me the
am I
book.
going to bring you a book, I'm going to sign it then and there, and Alan's going to photograph it.
And I could read it on the
Oh, yeah,
way.
and Alan can photograph
and
it.
I'll read it on the way back on the plane because
There
I
you
love to read. It's the only time I can really read scripts
Same.
or books is on a plane
Same here.
because there's nobody busting my chops with
I
phones
agree.
and
It's
shit.
a wonderful time to do stuff.
Only time. Only. I mean, I could read a whole full autobiography of somebody's on a flight. It's a 5.5 hour flight.
So I
Oh,
suppo-
you'll be
so-
done in a couple of hours with that.
Ron,
Absolutely.
it's a pleasure.
yes. So hang on, you guys, because
What?
wait, because Rebel's telling me since I confused everybody, we have to like go over it again. So you guys, the Instagram is She's the Last Model Standing, not whatever I said, which I'm not going to repeat
Because
again.
Jimmy's brain.
Follow her
dead.
on Instagram, and on her Twitter is Last Model Standing, and standing is spelled STANDNG.
The Twitter is also She's the Last Model Standing.
Yes,
And I have
but
to-
not the
I
ad
ha-
is though. She's the last
Right.
model standing.
I have to apologize for Jimmy's mistake. Living with me for 10 years, there's a lot of brain damage due to me.
There
I
is.
gave him,
It's a
I,
blessing.
I gave him a lot of brain damage. Trust me.
He's surviving well with you, Ron. He's
We'll be-
thriving, as a matter
We'll
of
be married. We'll be married
so
10 years in
We
October.
have a couple minutes left. Let's do some like hypothetical
Wendy, don't go
things.
away.
Let's do some hypotheticals. So now you're an interviewer. You're interviewing all these like fabulous
and you're
people
damn good
in
at
the
it.
world of entertainment and in the gay world. So a bucket list. If you could interview any person on the planet, who's somebody that you're like, oh my god, I would like, and maybe you can pick a male and a female for us of who's somebody you want to interview.
absolutely like really tough because so many of the ones I would want to interview are dead.
Okay, they can be dead. We'll make them come back
Well,
to
of
life
course,
for one
then
day.
the answer to female would be Joan Rivers. That would be totally amazing. Why would I love to interview her? She is so quick. I like that's what I like about Ron. Snappy, really snappy and really quick. You
It
know,
came
like,
from. Well, I'm from the Joan Rivers stand-up.
I love.
comedy
No, I
days.
know. It's like
We all were like that. Everybody in our times block was
Right.
that way. So Joan Rivers and quite a few others, Shecky
Yeah, that
Green.
are just
I
click like
mean,
I know it's always going to be comedians. I love Billy Crystal. I think
yeah.
love to do
again.
Crystal.
Every great comedian was Jewish and from Brooklyn.
There you go.
Look at it, everybody except
I
Joan
risked
Rivers.
my suitcase. There you go. He's from Brooklyn. Alan's from Bensonhurst.
Okay, I was from Red Hook.
God, that's a little
Family.
further. Yeah,
Well,
the family is in Red Hook.
I was born in the Red Hook projects. It was,
Wow.
during the war, nobody had money. My parents
Right.
were on welfare, so we lived in the projects.
Your story is amazing, Ron. We need to
Oh.
get your story on film.
Nah,
History.
it was nice living in Brooklyn back in those. There was only Jews and Italians in my neighborhood.
Right.
That's all. There was nobody else.
Yeah, your neighborhood too was mostly
Absolutely.
Italian. The kids on the street in Ellen's neighborhood, the kids even like 20 years ago didn't even speak English. All you heard was Italian.
I mean, I would go in some of my friends' houses and I'd say, "So what's doing? What do you got to eat?" And the grandmother would come out, the old Yiddish broad, the baba, and she'd say, "Here, darling, look what I've got for you. Nice mandel bread. Oh, how I fucking love mandel bread." And this old
I
lady
don't even
used
know
to
what that is.
Oh, when we're in New York, we're going to go to.
Yeah, you get mandel bread in New
Now,
York.
wait a minute. She used to make it with prunes, and it was delicious.
Mandel bread with prunes. Boy, that
Prunes
would
in it.
loosen things up a lot, wouldn't it?
No, it was delicious. I love mandel bread.
Oh, you know what we should do too, because we're gonna have to go in a minute. We should give a plug because you do your show every Wednesday at 2:00 at Pangea Restaurant.
Yes. So then I want to give the plug for that, please. Everybody who's watching now, my show is at 2:00. It's live from Pangea. You're probably wondering, why do I do it from this restaurant? Of any place in New York, they have supported artists consistently for decades. They have a cabaret room that is second to none, an incredible bar, a menu that would knock your socks off. And they are one restaurant that throughout the entire pandemic was able to keep it going, including having performers outside, okay, when we couldn't have people inside. Now we have them inside. Now things have normalized, but it's such a terrific place. And Jimmy and Ron, when you come here, we have to have dinner here. Please
Listen, because we know you. If we give your name, do we get a discount?
Okay, I'll ask if we can. Jesus Christ, you are such a SOB.
Well, when you have celebrities dining in your restaurant, you should give them a discount. Meanwhile, he asked the guy if he wants to book me there. I'll do Jane there one night.
If you wanted to, Jane, I would totally do it. Are you ready to do that again, Ron?
I don't know. You
Notice I asked that.
Wait, there are moments where I get sentimental and I miss my crazy 2 shows nightly for 30,000 years. And then there are times I say, "Oh, you're so old, you couldn't do it anymore." And your humor is old. Nobody gets it. When I write jokes on Facebook, people don't get it.
They
don't.
jokes.
Because you've been around.
That's because you're more than 30.
And our humor.
Ron, you're actually funny, You are funny.
Yeah, but
Funny's got nothing to do with age ever. Funny is funny.
No, but today these young people are so fucking sensitive to every shit you say. So if you do a joke,
Well,
they get
you're
offended.
offensive, Ron.
No, they do they do everything. What did she say?
She said, "Well, you're offensive."
You're offensive. You're never politically correct.
Wait, Alan's gonna remember Belle Barth. Alan.
Bill.
Belle Barth. Okay, you know what she used to say? "If I offend you, tell your friends."
Right.
Remember? Or she
But
would
do it
say,
with style.
right,
Yeah,
or I used to love when she would sing "Getting Banged in a Gondola." What was that? The whole Belle Barth was wonderful. I grew up listening to Belle Barth's humor. Another great comedian.
Yeah.
I went up to the Jewish Alps once. I worked there for a weekend.
The Borscht Belt.
Right, and they had knockers. Nobody knows what knockers are. Alan, you know what a knocker is. It's
Yeah.
the wooden mallet. Because the women had nails done and millions of diamond rings on, and they couldn't clap because their hands didn't move.
So they
Gave them knockers, and they banged on the table with knockers. And Belle Barth was appearing there, and I had the pleasure of meeting her, and she was so filthy. And I told
You
her,
loved it.
I told her, I said, "You are the filthiest mouth
That's
I've
so
ever heard
funny.
in my life, and I adore you."
In the
And she hugged me, and she said, "Boobala, come over here, give me a hug."
in the
And-
chat
and-
room, they're all right, and the reason you're so funny is because you're not politically correct.
who wants to be
True.
You do it well.
politically correct is bullshit. That's all.
Dave uses there.
That's
He likes knockers.
politically correct is prejudice. That's prejudice.
Actually, Dave, this is Wendy. She's a little older than the 20-year-olds you usually like, but look how gorgeous she is. I mean, she's like one hot
No,
mama.
she's a beautiful. You know what? My
Dave's our resident perv.
my friend
Hi, Dave.
Wendy, you're gonna like this. My friend Teresa, who you met at my birthday party,
Oh, I love her. She was
Yes.
great.
she said to me that you are probably one of the most beautiful women she's seen in a
Oh,
long
that's
time.
amazing.
No, really, she really gave you a lot of compliments. She said, "I love her look, her
And
face."
she's not one to normally do
And
that.
No, normally she'll say like,
all she does is trash everybody.
"No, she does, no, she does, no, that's
Well, then I'm
not no,
honored.
no, that's not
my
true.
God.
She doesn't trash everybody. She'll critique everybody. Like, oh, that one, she's got too much makeup on, or she looks like a tramp.
Yeah, and
know,
you came out like a
but
star,
you came out with 100%
Thank
good.
you.
She really liked you a lot.
which was a lot.
She's
of fun.
coming to the Soho Johnny event.
It's
So
going to
you-
be a
you-
reunion. It'll be like so fabulous. It really will.
We're all going to be together. I get to see Mark, who I love. Mark is my
Yeah.
favorite sister.
You have to say Mark who? Mark the Always, you guys.
Oh, yeah,
I
Mark-
knew who he meant. Mark
She
is
knows,
so
she knows.
handsome. Such a
Yes.
beautiful guy, really.
Inside and out.
Yeah, he's absolutely beautiful. And I love his husband, Billy Hess. Great guy.
Well, Billy is out of his fucking mind, and I love every minute with
He's
him.
just a great
Billy, wait, I'm telling you, Wendy, you've never been with. Wait, is that broad still there? That what's the name? With the one with the big tits?
She's working.
Oh, she left.
I don't know.
Anyway, Eileen and Billy and I together.
I can imagine.
No, you can't.
It's out of control.
Totally.
You should have seen them in Beverly Hills in the park where George Michael got arrested in the toilet. They were all like taking pictures in there.
Wow.
I brought Eileen into the toilet, and men were outside looking, and there's Eileen standing next to the urinal where
And
he
you
got
took
busted,
pictures.
taking pictures.
I thought it was going to be totally different. Like I thought it would be like in the music video that George Michael did when he made the music video, but it wasn't. It was just like this dumpy little like disgusting
dumpy toilet.
bathroom.
it's a park toilet.
Yeah, it was
There
disgusting.
you
What
go.
did you
Nothing
want?
special.
What did you want? Swans for the taps in the sink?
I don't know. I just thought it would
Cold.
be.
Gold.
It's in
swans.
Beverly Hills. I thought it would look better.
Gold swans.
You gotta like love it. So everybody, make sure you tune in to Wendy with
Thank
her
you,
shows.
Kitty.
If These Walls Could Talk is on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Triversity Talk is Thursday nights at 7 p.m. These are Eastern
And
time.
10-minute cooking is anytime. 115 episodes on my YouTube channel, which is Wendy Stewart TV. My Instagram, she's the last model standing. Please follow me. You can go to my regular Facebook page, Wendy Stewart. Just like me, write a comment, tell me who you are, please, because I have all these guys from Afghanistan that want to be friends, and I don't imagine that Jimmy Starr's sending them.
Yeah, probably.
And if you follow Wendy Stewart, you might get lucky.
There you go.
How are they gonna get
Ron
lucky?
Jimmy.
Thank you,
and
guys.
you guys
Well,
wait,
wait a minute, I
Alan,
wanted to-
how do we show your like where do people find out more about you, Alan? Because you're like one of the most accomplished people ever. Like, do you have a website or something, or where will we send people?
Your website.
It's Alan Kaplan Photography. It's
.com. So it's AlanKaplanPhotography.com. Instagram, it's Alan Kaplan Photography
Right, or art.
or Alan Kaplan Art. Alan is also a very accomplished painter as well.
I'm gonna
And
follow those now.
that's another thing. Shout out to anybody out there. We're looking for a gallery now for the body of work that Alan has. Really incredible stuff. And we're looking for a gallery to put it into. So anybody knows anyone for that, that would be great.
Okay, I'm gonna look up those. I'm gonna find those on Instagram and follow them. All right.
Thanks.
All right,
Jim.
everybody. That's Wendy's.
Thank
That's
you to
Wendy's
everybody
Stewart.
in the chat room today. Mwah. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye. Bye. Love you guys. Yay. Wasn't that fun? You guys did
Wendy,
fabulous.
Wendy, I adore you. You're the best, Wendy. You're full of life. You're up. You're exciting. You're funny. You're beautiful. You're warm. You're loving. You're terrific.
Absolutely.
She's a doll. I like her. She's a good friend. And Alan's a sweet guy, quiet, but still waters run deep. Watch out. He could be a perv.
He's like, he does such wonderful work. It's not even funny.
He does.
He's not a perv.
No, I know. I'm only teasing. Would you stop it?
I
You
know,
know,
but there's so many new people listening that they don't
Oh,
know
well,
that
you
you're
know what?
joking.
They got to get over it then. If they don't know who I am and that I'm always teasing and kidding around, they shouldn't be listening to our show. They should be watching.
Julia says she's having a good
They
time.
should be watching reruns of Perry Mason.
Julia's having a good time. So our next guest is here too. So let's bring him in. All right, Rebel, bring him in.
Bring them on.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Hey man, how you doing? I'm gonna move into the other room where it's not so bright.
Okay, that works out perfect. So, how do I actually pronounce your last name?
Visera.
Visera. Okay.
Jimmy, what's wrong with you that you don't know how to pronounce?
I just want to make sure I do it right when I do
Da
it.
sera means the night in Italian. Da sera.
Are you Italian? Oh no, we lost him.
He froze. He got so upset he froze.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Just
much for
starting
that.
crap again.
Okay.
Okay, you're Italian, right? Da
There
sera.
we go.
All right. There we go. That's good.
Cool. How you
Visera.
doing?
Are you good? Are you Italian?
I certainly am.
With that face, you couldn't be anything else. I mean, you got the map of Italy on that mug, kiddo. And da sera means of night.
All right. So I'm going to do a formal introduction now that we've got him here. You ready to go? Here we go. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented Mike Visera, who is the lead vocalist for Animes X, one of the coolest heavy metal bands on the planet Earth. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hey man, how you guys doing?
We're fantastic. How are
Okay,
you?
wait, before we go any further, Michael, less ceiling, more you.
Oh, do you want to sit over
There we go.
Oh, attaboy.
Perfect.
Perfetto. Now, sei bellissimo. Adesso sei proprio bellissimo. Parli italiano? Lei parla italiano?
Very little.
Oh, but you capisce tutto.
No,
I
it's
don't know what
good.
any of that
He
means, so-
understands, but he doesn't speak.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I understand a little bit. I grew up around it, but trying to get some headphones.
I'm 100% Italian.
I am too. Just I'm very, very Americanized.
There you
Yeah,
go.
well, I was born in America also, but I learned Italian because they sent me to Italy when I was bad to live with my grandmother for a year. I came back. I came back worse.
So hold on. So let me introduce you. So this is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host Ron Russell.
Nice
Okay.
to meet you.
I'm Jimmy Starr. Nice to meet you. And we have a chat room with like a zillion countries represented. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
And before we
Hey,
go
everyone.
any further, I want to say something, Michael. I am so sorry. We are not allowed to play your music, or we would. They will take it off the air. They did that. They kicked us off the air. We are not allowed to play anyone's music, even though it's yours. The only way we can listen to you is if you play something live now. Then we can promote you. But I don't want
Otherwise,
you
we're
to, I
gonna
don't
send
want
them
you
to
to
your
think that
website.
we are oversighting you by not playing your music. But
Oh, no problem.
I
Yeah,
know,
we're live
I
on
really wish we could because I enjoy it.
They're all saying in the chat room they already know who you are because they're all saying they love the Strawberry Fields forever.
Oh,
Right.
They
cool.
like love it.
How
So
could you not love it?
all right.
Awesome.
So listen up, everybody. So first of all, you're in Florida, right?
I'm in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought for some reason Eileen told me you were in Florida.
Now tell me, how come everybody's moving to Nashville? What's
It's
going on there? What's going on there?
It's just a great place. It's a really cool place to live. The nightlife is unbelievable. For music, there's no other place like it in the world. You know, it's just all happening here. So there's a ton of musicians, and taxes are low. You know, property tax is really low, and you know, it's just cool. You know?
So many people from LA, I can't tell you, moving to Nashville as well as Atlanta and Nevada.
Yeah,
There's a great mass exodus out of California. You know that.
yeah. They're all
That's where we are. We're
Tremendous,
in California.
we're in Palm Springs.
Oh, cool.
Tremendous exodus
yeah.
from California.
Yeah, there's a ton of people from California moving here. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Just I mean, property's gone through the roof, but really,
Well,
really insane the amount of people coming here.
The cost of living in California has really gotten to the point of unaffordable for most.
Yeah. I'm from Connecticut, and it's pretty much the same there. You know,
Right.
they're just taxing everyone out of there. You know, you're just-
I'm from New York, Long Island.
yeah,
Brooklyn and Long Island. The taxes on Long Island are a joke. You
Yeah.
buy a house and you could pay 23,000 a year in tax. What
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
what kind of shit is that?
yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But
All right, so let's go back.
So much for that.
So
Now
let's go
to
back to
musica.
music. So all right, you guys.
Musica bella.
So listen up, you guys. So Mike is in and this is such a cool concept. He's in a metal band. Their name is Animes X. they're actually like because they had it was a couple of different bands first, right?
Yeah, well, we started with it started as Animetal USA in Japan. We did a thing for Sony, and we did mainly Japanese anime stuff, heavy metal versions of it, and it did great. We did 2 records. It did really well, and Sony just kind of dropped the ball on it. We started touring in the States, and everything just fell apart. So at that point, we decided to mess around with some Disney songs, and we demoed a few things and approached Disney, and they loved it. So we did a thing called D Metal Stars, and that was really successful. And I don't know if you're familiar with Disney, but when you work with Disney, they dictate everything you do.
Yes.
So
like Snow White, the Virgin.
So we weren't allowed to do anything. We had offered tours and all sorts of stuff, and they just refused to let us do anything. So
I was going to ask you that as a question.
Yeah,
I was going to say to you, working for Disney, how restricted are you? That was one of my questions. I can't imagine heavy metal making sense with Disney bullshit.
No, but what they do, tell them what you
explain
actually
it to me.
tell them what you do, because I don't think a lot of people know, and Strawberry Fields isn't the best example compared
right.
to the other
But
stuff.
I love Strawberry Fields.
Yeah, we did a whole record of Disney classics, some of the newer stuff, some of the older stuff. We did Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
Whistle
Marge.
whistle while you work.
Whistle while you work. We did a whole bunch of stuff. I can't, for the life of me, I can't think of the songs right now. But it was a whole bunch of stuff that we grew up on, and recent stuff like Beauty and the Beast and a couple other things like that. And it was really done well. It was heavy metal, but it was really melodic. It wasn't ugly in any way. When you think of heavy metal, it was really, really nice.
How about Peter Pan and I Can Fly? You can fly, you can fly.
Yeah,
I love Peter Pan.
Yeah, we didn't do that one.
That's a good one. You can fly, you can fly. It was a very melodic song. You should have done that. That would have been a good one.
Well, we went through a bunch of, we demoed a whole bunch of stuff and we submitted it to them. And the funny thing is we did Let It Go from Frozen, and that's what they signed the whole deal on, and then they refused to let us release it on the record, which was really bizarre,
Which is so funny.
No, very stupid is what it is.
Yeah.
It's so funny though, because Let It Go, that was like one of the biggest of that year. That was probably like the biggest song of that year. I mean, everybody freaking knows the song.
What was the reasoning for that?
Not really sure. I know they had Frozen 2 coming out at the time, and they never gave us a clear answer. They just said no. And that's
I would have said why. Why no?
We said why. We said why to a lot of things with Disney, and we never got a clear answer. Even they do a heavy metal thing at the park in Orlando every year, and they bring in some really, really heavy acts, much heavier than what we were doing, and they just refused to let us tour and do anything as a heavy metal act, and they make no sense. There's no rhyme or reason to.
So okay,
a friend of mine is on a very famous TV talk show in New York, and she said, and it's Disney owned, and she said they're cheap as anything. They're so friggin' cheap.
Yeah.
No, really, they're very cheap, Disney.
So hang on for a second. We have to stop in the second of all. So we have a supporter of the show, and she lives in Germany, and she's in the chat room writing in you guys' Instagrams and Twitters and links to go see the music and your websites and all kinds of stuff. Her name is B. Claudia. So I need you to do me a favor and just say, hey, B. Claudia, and tell her who you are from Anime's X.
Hey, B. Claudia, this is Mike Becerra from Anime's X. How are you?
There you go. That way she can be all happy because she's the coolest lady you'll ever meet ever.
Awesome.
And,
Awesome.
So then I went. So first of all, you guys, Anime's X's website is animesx.com.
Right.
They have a new cover of the Beatles' Strawberry Fields Forever out right now, a heavy metal version. It's freaking absolutely amazing. They had 2 number-1 selling albums.
Who has it? Disney?
No, him. No, Anime's X.
Oh,
No, it's on Tribeca Records. With,
no, because I was
Soho
going to
John.
say if Disney had it, I would have
No,
said
Disney's gone.
no. I would have said you can't use it.
No,
Yeah.
Disney's gone.
I would have
Yeah,
got even.
Disney's-
I would have got even Italian style. Well, you can't use fuck you. You can't use Strawberry Fields forever. Disney.
No, they had
Right.
2 #1 selling albums in Japan. They were called the D Metal Stars at the beginning. Then, right? Is
Right.
that how it worked?
Exactly.
I googled D Metal Stars, and there was like, you guys had your own video games in Japan, like actual video games called D Metal Stars. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit!
Yeah, it was crazy. You know, we were like #1 and #2 and kids and adults. We we were doing theme music for TV shows, for anime series. It really, exploded. And, Rolling Stone did a big article on us here in the States and for Europe, and it even did really well here. And it's just bizarre the success we had, and they just didn't want to let us promote it or tour or do anything.
So then I
I really think that's like some kind of communism or some shit. I mean,
Sounds like it.
they really shouldn't do that. What happened to freedom of expression, freedom of doing? I
Right.
mean, you're an artist. You cannot contain an artist. You can't.
Right.
You can't can an artist. I really
Yeah.
get pissed off when I hear shit like that.
Well, the cool thing is that we can still do the songs live. We could re-record them, so we will do Disney, a lot of those songs during our live show as well. So, they're not.
What are some of your favorite shows? What are some of the favorite songs that you guys like to perform?
We love doing Strawberry Fields. We do a cover of Working on the Railroad, which will be coming out soon as a single. And we
That's
just
like I've been working on the railroad. That one.
Yeah.
That's right. The old classic.
And then the Disney stuff we love doing Let It Go and some of the older stuff. We do a medley of all the like the 40s shows and stuff. Snow White and Song of the South. We do some of that stuff. So there's a lot of them that we really love doing. And then we're doing a bunch of new stuff. We're doing Spider-Man, Power Rangers.
Go Power
Michael.
Rangers. That one.
Yes.
Oh my God! And Spider-Man, and I want a Spider Can. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I love it.
Wait,
Yeah.
Michael, did you do Zippity Doodah?
We did in the medley. Yes, we did. And
I
it
love
was-
that.
Yeah.
No, these are beautiful pieces of music, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And done in metal. I'm dying to hear this.
Oh no, it's really.
Yeah,
good.
I want to hear Zippity Doodah in metal.
Yeah,
Definitely.
We did a medley of 5 songs, and that was one of the songs. We actually did Winnie the Pooh. That we did.
Did you do Snow White? I'm Wishing.
We did Wishing Upon a Star. We did do
No,
that.
not the other one. When I'm wishing, when she sings into the well, she's wishing to get
No.
laid. She was wishing to get laid that night, so she kept singing, I'm wishing for the man I love."
Yeah, no, we didn't do that one. Not yet, anyways. But and the way we did the songs was really nice. It was really, everybody loved it. It was great for families. Young kids loved it. Adults loved it. And Disney just kind of.
I cannot imagine Disney music in heavy metal. I must hear your album. Like as soon as we get off the air, we're playing it.
Yeah,
Where can we get it? By the way, let's give a plug.
You can, you can buy it online anywhere like Amazon, iTunes, any of that stuff. You could buy it, or you can go on YouTube and listen to it. It's all listed there if you plug in.
And how much is it to buy?
Oh, I don't even know. Honestly, digital download is probably $10, dollar a song, maybe.
Okay, folks. So it's $1 a song. That's no big deal. You can afford it. You can afford it.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll re-record it or release it as a live thing as well. Some of the Disney stuff, and that's all on Tribeca Records, which is Soho Johnny and John Velasco. So
yes, we love them.
Yeah.
Are you going to be performing at Johnny's event?
I just got a notice about it on the 11th.
Yes.
I just got a notice today about it, so I'll be discussing it with them. It'd be nice.
Yeah, please do. We're going to be there. We're covering it.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
be there because I want to hear your shit. Be there.
Yeah, awesome.
So last week or
wait a minute, it's a big deal, and the press that's covering it is major. So
Okay.
you will get such visibility. You will really.
Okay. Oh, great.
So
Great.
so 2 weeks ago or last week, you were in Times Square, and you recorded for Wonderama. I don't know if everybody knows what Wonderama is. 'Cause I didn't know what it was.
I remember Wonderama.
But Wonderama has made a comeback, and they've been on the air. One of the oldest kids shows. I think they've been on
That's
the air
right,
for like
Wonderama.
60 years or something.
I remember Wonderama.
And so you
Yeah.
did
when
it.
my-
You
when
did
my
an
kids were little.
You did an episode of Wonderama, and didn't you play? You played the whatever song you just told me a minute ago. What
Yeah,
did
we
you
did.
play?
We did Working on a Railroad and Strawberry Fields. We did 2 songs. Yeah, it's crazy. David Osmond's hosting it. He's one of the Osmond brothers' children.
Sons, yes.
Yeah. So
Who was the host of Wonderama years ago?
oh god,
They had 3 different.
I knew him. I knew the host. He was at my daughter's pageant. His name was. He's dead now. His name was. Oh my God. He dated my daughter. In fact, I knew him. The guy that hosted Wonderama was called. Oh Jesus, what was his name? Good-looking guy. Anyway, it'll come to me.
yeah, I can't remember. But
No,
I remember the show.
I know him. I knew him.
Yeah. Wow.
Actually, Eileen's in the chat room too. Say hi to Eileen.
No, I don't want to say hi to Eileen. No, I'm just joking. Hey, Eileen.
Nobody-
Sandy Becker. Sandy Becker. Is one of the
Sandy
people-
Becker. Sandy Becker. My daughter dated Sandy Becker.
Sandy
And
Becker.
Sandy Becker was the host of Wonderama.
And Eileen insists.
And I
that you
knew
gu-
Sandy Becker.
Eileen insists that you guys play at the September 11th thing. We can't wait. We're
Yeah,
flying. in
and
from
like
California.
Michael, nobody says hi to Eileen. They just want to grab her.
Yeah, give her a big hug, right?
No, just put your head
Choke
between.
her?
Put your face between her cleavage and relax.
So tell me, how did you get involved then in this? How were you how did you become the lead singer of this whole deal?
Well, I've been somewhat popular in the heavy metal world throughout the years. I sang for a band called Loudness that was quite popular, and then a guy named Yngwie Malmsteen, and I kind of became the singer for all these great guitar players. So
You played with Yngwie Malmsteen? He's
Yeah.
fucking huge. He's huge. He's not like
Yeah.
a little guy. He's like one of the biggest guys in the
Yeah.
fucking world.
Yeah, I sang for him for almost 4 years. We did.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, so I'm pretty well known in the business, and especially in Japan or Europe, and here somewhat too in the States. But
I bet you are. But listen, I want to apologize for Jimmy's dirty fucking mouth. He curses a lot.
hey, I don't mind. I'm just as bad. I'm trying not to be.
I love it.
You're allowed on our show. We like to say fucking shit like that because we have over 5 million viewers and listeners. I'm not
Awesome.
lying.
Yeah,
We
no,
are-
I've heard.
and they love all the filth. So which goes to prove that 5 million people in the world like dirty, like pervs. They like dirty talk.
Hey, it's
So
reality.
wait, go ahead.
No, it's fun because we don't
Okay.
say it derogatorily. We
Right.
say it as campy and fun. If you
Right.
say it to someone in a mean content, then it's not polite or pretty.
Right.
But
right.
if like like I always say, I'm from Brooklyn. If I saw you in the street in Brooklyn, I'd say, "Hey, Mikey, how the fuck are you? What's going on?
Right.
How's it swinging, babe?"
Exactly.
And that's a warm welcome. That's a good
Yeah.
friend says that.
It is. I'm used to that. That's what I come from. So
Well, I
you know.
come from. That's how I am. I mean, I see
Yeah.
my friends in Brooklyn. I say, "Hey, fucko, how you doing?" Or "Fuckface,
Yeah,
fuckface, or
fuck face.
fucko, or fuckface. Either one, fuckface or fucko."
So wait,
How
go
you
back.
doing?
How did you? So okay, so now
And,
you're
and when
the-
I meet my female friends, I go, "Oh, putana, how are you?"
So wait, you're popular. A lot of people know you. How did you come up with, or who came up with the idea to put together a band and play kids songs in heavy metal?
Great idea.
When we did the anime thing in Japan, it was so successful. Sony had approached me and asked me, they wanted to do a project with me, and we kind of threw out a couple of ideas, and we tried this. We tried the anime thing, and that was really crazy. We had the kabuki makeup on, and it was really, really over the top. And they got a lot of pretty popular guys. Rudy Sarzo on bass, who played with Quiet Riot and Ozzy Osbourne, and then Scott Travis played drums, who played in Judas Priest, and a bunch of popular guys. Chris Impellitteri on guitar. So we just kind of tested that, and it did so well, and it did well worldwide. When that kind of fell apart, why we don't know, we decided to to start looking at kids music. We tried doing Broadway stuff. We did kids music. We did, we actually did a cover of, Is It Ain't We Got Fun? The old like 1920s song, or turn of the century. So we tried a lot of different things. So we're not just doing kids music. We're also doing, stuff from movies, stuff from Broadway, stuff from cartoons, superheroes. So, we're just, we kind of tested the waters on a few things, and everyone loved this, and we love it, and it's a lot of fun.
I think the idea of doing the Disney thing is great. It's a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's catchy. And the young kids today, they don't really want to hear "I'm wishing" all that faggy shit. They
Right.
want to hear heavy metal. So now you're giving them wholesome crap in heavy metal. It's wonderful.
Right.
But you guys too, you can go on YouTube and you can like watch the videos because they have a couple of great videos out. And one of the things that I think is so cool about it is the fact that it's not like a bunch of guys. I mean, basically, you got 4 guys or whatever that have been extremely successful in their own right, coming together to do this.
Right.
Right. And so it automatically brings a fan base of all you guys as fans that you already have, and then by doing the type of music you adding, I mean, because it's really a family thing. It's not really just for kids; it's for everybody.
Yeah. It's for adults,
What instrument do you play?
I sing. I'm the vocalist, so I'm
Okay,
the singer.
listen. So if you don't want your vocals torn out of your throat, I make a phone call to Brooklyn. They rip your lungs right out. They rip the throat out with it. You better show up at the Soho Johnny event. You got it? Well, I'm making one. I'm dropping a dime on you, and the vocals are gone. You'll need that fucking machine you put to your throat where you talk like.
So there's no limits either, though. Then, because like basically you can do anything.
Right.
Like you guys can come up with such a wide variety of a selection of songs to do. It's amazing.
Exactly. It's wide open for us to do anything. And, it's funny too, because even the diehard heavy metal fans love this sort of thing. It's crazy.
It's new. Anything new is good.
Yeah, exactly.
How much metal can you listen to for the last 30, 40 years?
Right,
Exactly. This is refreshing. It's new. I'm
Right.
telling you, I'm excited. I can't.
Awesome.
I swear to God. I swear.
Go Power Rangers.
I swear on my kids.
Yeah.
I have to paint a wall in my house, so I'm
Ah.
going to put your music on while I'm painting the wall. After the show, I got to paint.
Awesome.
I would love to hear the Power Rangers one. I'm a big
No, I want to hear the Disney shit.
the Power Rangers one though. Well, the Disney shit I don't think is out. Well, the Strawberry Fields Forever.
Oh, can I
hear.
get the Disney
The
stuff?
Disney
today?
stuff, I think it's on YouTube. I think if you put D Metal Stars as a search, it'll come up. It'll list all the songs. So
This
you can hear it.
this interview is going right to YouTube. You know that. So everybody
Cool.
out there, if you miss it and your friends miss it, you can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You gotta love
absolutely.
it. So actually, do you actually like superhero shit?
I do. I grew up on it, and I really, I love it. So it's cool.
I collect action figures, like superhero action figures and horror movie action figures.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
It's like my thing.
Cool.
So are you more of a Marvel or a DC person?
It's hard to say. We kind of do both. So I don't.
Yeah, I do both too.
So,
I do both too. Well, no, a lot of people are diehards, one or the other. I
Right.
do both.
Yeah, I have
Anyway,
friends.
listen, I'd like to sing a Disney song for both of you, okay?
Okay.
May I?
Yes.
Hi ho, we're off to the burlesque show. We pay 2 bits to see 2 tits. Hi ho, hi. Do you have that lyric in your song?
It's not, but it could be. I think it should be in the future. I like that lyric.
We sang that that's Brooklyn. That's
Yeah.
how we learned to sing. We sang little melody, little lyrics like that.
That's great. My grandparents lived in the Bronx, so I used to spend summers in the Bronx.
Okay, so
and-
Bronx is as bad as Brooklyn.
yeah, and then I had family in Brentwood on Long Island, and so I was in Brentwood all the time
Right.
too. So
And I lived on Long Island. But
Yeah.
Brooklyn and the Bronx, you won't get Italian food anywhere in America like Brooklyn and Bronx.
no,
The restaurants, the crappiest restaurant, the most delicious food.
yeah.
B. Claudia says to go on YouTube, put in D Metal Stars Disney medley, and it comes right up. She said
Yeah.
she sent it to me, and she just sent it to me.
I lived in Garden City as an adult with my children.
Ah,
So that's
Cool.
not far from Brentwood.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's awesome.
So,
I
so
like Long
who
Island's nice.
who were some of your influences then? Like, who are some of the people that made you want to be like? No, do you automatically think, okay, I'm gonna like be like a metal star?
No,
Like,
ask a better question than that. Ask whose idea was it to do the Disney songs? That's what we want to know. Who had the bright idea?
Well, it was my my idea. We started demoing it. I was started talking with some people about different ideas, and I came up with the Let It Go thing. I was like, well, let's try Let It Go.
But did
So-
they say you're out of your fucking mind? I mean, you stupid ass. What are you talking about?
No, they were pretty open to things, So and we went to Disney with it, and they loved it. So we thought they were going to be behind it 100%. And
Well, Disney still has that gay guy running it. Maybe that's how come they let you in. It's not so square anymore.
maybe, I don't know. It's unexplainable.
Well, the gay guy running it is a little more liberal,
Right.
Than this.
Yeah.
And the stuffed shirts they used to.
but
have.
there's so many other kids stuff that you can do that's not Disney that's just as popular. I mean, the Power Rangers, you don't get any more popular than the Power
Right.
Rangers.
Right.
Oh, bullshit! Disney's more popular than the Power Rangers.
And not if you go. Well, the Power Rangers is one thing. Disney's
No,
got a
but
zillion
Disney
things.
has a million. Look at that thing with the ice, the girl that turns to ice. That cartoon made a lot of
Frozen.
money. Frozen.
Yeah.
That's the one
Yeah.
that they do. That's the one.
Oh,
he
you do
demoed.
Frozen?
That's the one he
Yeah.
said he demoed.
Let It
That's
Go.
the one
Let It Go.
that's the one that the son of a bitches wouldn't let you do. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, we do like Ninja Turtles and
Yeah, Disney's still hopping.
Pokemon. We do everything. We do.
Totally.
So.
Totally.
But we'll be doing the Disney stuff live. We'll definitely be doing that.
I
live
wonder
as
if
well.
Walt Disney was alive today. If he came back today, would he drop dead from what's happened to his company? I don't think he would like it. I don't think he'd be happy.
I don't think he'd be real happy either.
No,
honestly, but
no, he would not like what Disney has become.
they're real protective of the brand, and they kind of don't make sense with some of the things they do. But they're Disney, so
That's right. They get to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Because they're cheap, they make a lot of money. So
they do make a lot of money.
a lot
that's
of
for sure.
money.
Yeah.
Just in the junk they sell, the crap, the stuff, the lunch boxes,
the
and
licensing and stuff.
licensing.
Yeah.
So how did you guys come across? Okay, because you're single that you just released not too long ago, Strawberry Fields Forever.
Oh wait,
huge
one more
Beatle-
question
Wait,
before
I'm in the middle of a question. Doesn't matter. I'm in the middle of a
I'm
question.
81 years old. I forget. I have to interrupt you. Did they pay you when you did this music, or did they say,
It was a
we'll
demo.
push it and you make it on your own?
It was a demo.
They paid us to record the record. They did pay us to record it.
Oh,
and
so the cheap
release it.
bastards gave something, huh?
Yeah, they paid up front, not a bunch of money, but enough to make the record. But that was the problem. There was so much money on
Well,
the
you
table.
didn't have to produce it.
Well, we made it. I actually produced it.
No, I
We
mean
did the whole
funding.
thing.
The funding you didn't.
Not the
have to.
funding of it. No, not the funding of it. So they did pay us to do it. And the problem is that there was so much money on the table after the fact that we were getting offered crazy money to tour. And they just, we couldn't survive. They were like, no, you can't tour. We'll tell you when and if and all that. And, we were sitting on something that was a gold mine and doing great. And
Well, why did they say that?
they just never gave a clear reason. They just said, we'll let you know. And I tried everything in the world. And we just couldn't get anywhere with them. And that's when we started Animes X. We're like, look, we're going to do this ourselves. We fund this ourselves, and we own it, and we could do what we want when we want. So,
Well, in show business, that famous line, "We'll let you know." When they do that, "You let me know" to me, I say, "I dropped that."
yeah.
That's the end of you. We'll let you know. Yeah, my ass, you'll let know.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I'm sorry, Jimmy. Go with
I
your
like love it.
question.
No, I want to know because the people in the chat room want to know. So, because you there's a million Beatles songs. Why did you pick Strawberry Fields Forever?
Great
just love the song, I do a cover of Ringo Starr, "Don't Come Easy" as well, that we may release, down the line somewhere. But I've always been a huge Beatles fan. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Ringo Starr. So, and it's funny, I went into classical piano and singing, which is really not Ringo Starr, is it? But that was, I just loved the Beatles, when I was a little kid.
Did you ever go to the Strawberry Fields?
No.
In Central Park. It's really beautiful. It's in
Yeah.
Central Park on the west side, right opposite the Dakota, where
Yeah.
where what's his name was killed.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely garden. One of my favorites. When we're
Yeah.
in New York with the Soho Johnny show,
Yeah.
we're doing a picnic in New York. Maybe we'll invite you guys.
Okay.
Everybody bring your own lunch. We're going to put blankets down in Central Park, all of us, and just
Oh.
get drunk and have fun.
Okay. All right. I can do
So
that.
we could
Fields.
visit Strawberry Fields, and then you take pictures in it. It's good PR,
Okay.
good publicity. Pushes your
Yeah.
song. You're in the fields.
I love it. So growing up, who were some of your other influences?
When I grew up, and obviously the Beatles, that sort of stuff. And then when I really started getting, where I wanted to sing, I would say Queen was a huge influence for me.
That's
Freddie
funny.
Mercury.
That's B. Claudia's favorite is Queen. She's
Yeah,
the one who used to shout it out. She's a Queen addict.
Yeah, as a vocalist and a front man, Freddie was just, that's what I wanted to be.
I love David Bowie.
I love David Bowie as well. Bowie was great.
He really rocked. He moved.
Yeah.
He rocked.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, all those guys, the 70s was such a great time for music.
And I was there.
Yeah.
Well, I was lucky enough to be there with some of them.
Yeah.
And David Bowie was sensational.
Yeah, he was. I mean, it's sad, that he died so young, but God,
Well,
I love that stuff.
When you live the life that he lived, it's amazing he even made it to that age.
It's true. It's true.
He had more chemicals in him than the chemical factory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
You guys too. Everybody really needs to go and listen to Anime's X because it's such an amazing music.
Yeah, let's
The mu-
clarify
the-
the name for all the elderly people out there that don't hear well.
Animes, ANIMAZE, and then a big X. Anime's X.
Okay, you got that? Anime's X, you deaf son of a bitches.
And you guys should also.
Well, I can't hear any
you
anymore.
really
either.
have to listen to Mike and his vocals. He's got a very distinct vocal sound. He's an amazing singer.
Well, he's Italian. All
Yeah.
Italians sing. We were born singing. We came out of our mothers singing "O Sole Mio." What are you kidding?
There you go.
Right? Do you ever meet an Italian that can't sing?
Not really. I mean,
Tony Bennett could sing. You know,
oh,
Tony-
geez, yeah. God.
Do you like Anthrax? I know they're not really metal, but do you like Anthrax?
I like Anthrax. Yeah, I'm familiar with those guys.
Specify it's a band, please. not
Everybody
the
knows.
disease.
Anybody
It's-
who's
well, some people coming in may think you're all
he was
weird.
on our show. Joey Belladonna was
know
on our
that.
show 2 weeks ago.
I know that, but when you say Anthrax, you have to make sure it's a show.
because he's got another unique voice.
It's a band.
Yeah,
not-
Joey. Yeah. Yeah, I've known those guys. I kind of started out in the same era with those guys. I was in a band called Obsession that was kind of popular. We were signed to Capitol, and it was around the same time Anthrax was coming up, maybe just a little bit after. But
Well, Michael, let me tell you something, and this is no bullshit. If you do, and you are going to definitely appear at Soho Johnny's or you're dead, you're going to be with some of the, Scott Page is there, sax for Pink Floyd. We've got celebrities. There's going to be people there that are outrageously fabulous.
Oh, cool.
Jim. Oh yeah, this is no shitty little burlesque show. This is no medicine show. This is a big. Soho Johnny's doing this for the same.
Let me help. No, let me help Inc. His charity.
Right, the
Oh,
charity.
right.
So it's a big deal. It's quite an event. And then we have a penthouse party, an after party, up on the roof of the hotel, so we can all jump off.
I'll jump off, get really drunk, and jump.
Right,
Okay.
absolutely.
So you guys
we'll have
too.
a good time.
When
we
the
can
holiday-
sing. We could sing on our way down.
When the holidays
Okay.
come too, you guys. Last Christmas, Anime's X released the Animazing Xmas,
Yes.
and
yeah.
it's a great song for Christmas. So you're gonna have heavy metal at Christmas. You've
Yeah.
got heavy metal for every day of the week, and they're
Do
going to
they
be going
still
on
call
tour.
it heavy metal?
Yes.
What they call-
Heavy rock, heavy metal. Yeah.
Yeah, because my nephew is a drummer and he's a heavy metal freak, and he said they don't. Uncle Ron, he said they don't call it heavy metal anymore.
Well, the old people do.
Yeah, the older guys do. We call it metal or hard rock, really. What we're doing is kind of a cross between heavy metal and hard
Well,
rock.
just so that
so-
the young people out there know what we're talking. We're on the same
Yeah.
page. That heavy metal is rock.
Yeah, it is. It is just the heavy rock,
Heavy rock.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we may be doing a thing maybe a residency or a run of some kind in New York. It's either going to be New York or Vegas for the Christmas thing. So we're working on
awesome.
We're working on a Christmas show. So hopefully, and we're talking in Times Square, right off of Times Square, maybe at the Marriott, in one of the rooms or something. But everything's up in the air right now. But we may be doing a run in New York.
That's the Marriott Marquis.
Exactly.
So you guys, the official website for Animes X can be found at www.animesx.com. Their Instagram is Animes X, but their Twitter is different. But you don't really do your Twitter much. You guys are more on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't really do Instagram or Twitter. It's all done for us. I have enough trouble with my phone, so.
You and me both. I don't do it either. I have it done for me too.
Yeah. And then there's there's a bunch of info on Soho Johnny's site as well, or Tribeca Records.
Yeah, SohoJohnny.com, you guys. The event will get released tomorrow. We're doing a press release for the event and the people that are going to be performing, at least the first wave of everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. And follow Animes X on Instagram at Animes X.
And I want to say Soho Johnny is not only a star, he's a man with the biggest heart in the world. He cares about people, and he does all of these things to raise money for cancer, for all kinds of people in need. Soho Johnny is a superstar in my mind, and in my heart, he's a good guy, and I love him. I really love Johnny. He's cool. Did you know that he and Nino drove 4 hours to come to Long Island in freezing rain for my birthday, just to wish me a happy birthday?
Wow, really?
That's the kind of guy he is. And they brought beautiful Italian pastries.
All right, everybody. So this is Mike Viscera, Animes X. Mike, we want to thank you for coming on the show. We're out of time. We'll hopefully see you next month in
No, we're going to.
New York.
His lungs are gone.
We want to thank you so much. Everybody get Animes X new single, Strawberry Fields Forever, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Look forward to seeing you, Mike. I want a hug when I see you.
Okay, you got it.
You're a good guy, paisano mio.
Okay.
Good guy.
Bye, everybody.
Stay well. Stop bene. Good.
Jimmy,
Yeah, this is MC Alfred. I'm just chilling in the star, yo, sitting down and designing. Why every man in my thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jim.